That's
when
the
I listen to it that day, nigga, that shit had me fucked up.
that's the
That shit just took you to a place.
yeah. Okay.
But I've heard
Let's
this
get
song a
hooked up.
million times and never thought about that shit.
Ooh, that shit triggered something. It's like, where did it trigger?
I,
What the hell? Where was that stemming from?
Uh, Sade songs are the best.
They are.
Y'all not finna sit here and talk shit about Sade.
And
I ain't
I'm
talking
playing.
shit about
I'm
her. I
playing.
love
I was
Sade.
gonna say, and I wasn't talking shit at all. He
I love
over here
Sade.
getting triggered
It's
by
just
her.
the fact. It was just the fact how quick that shit triggered that shit, and I was like, man, what was the line? Fuck. It was one line in the song where she was explaining her love, but it just sounded dreadful because she was getting hurt
But
during the
who
process of that shit.
who I mean who ain't explained love like we recording by the way too, but
Oh,
who hasn't explained fucking love as something that's not always fun.
yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Like most of the love songs are sad as fuck.
Right. Those that's been through it.
Alright. So once again, everybody make sure they talking to the mic. Um, I guess we'll go ahead and get started. This is What You Thought podcast. We got a new member, possibly a fourth member as well.
Possibly, if
Um,
everything goes as planned.
I'm gonna let her introduce herself. This is a young lady. I don't know where she's from. That's gonna determine. Like we really just meeting each other.
Yeah.
So depending on what she say, depending on if we finna beef out or not. So be careful. Go ahead though. No,
But the vibe's been good though from the jump.
no, I know. I'm just fucking
The
with
vibe
you.
been good though from the jump. So hey, what's good? This is Busy, but many knows me as Madam Sweet Jones. I'm a Renaissance woman. I'm a woman of many trades. I do plenty of things, and I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
That's excellent. So what do you do? What's your background or you know?
Okay, I can go into a few different topics now as far as what do I do, where I'm from, what we asking here.
Okay, let's
What we
start
want
out
to
with
know.
where you from.
Okay, I'm from Texas. No, really and truthfully.
I was like, okay,
We all of them.
nigga, where?
I know, I
What is
know.
your location?
That's how you know when you be dealing with so many. Sorry, y'all.
Niggas from
Listen.
Texas, like,
'Cause
we
when
don't
you-
never be like, but I'm from Texas.
No, because when people ask where I'm from, a lot of times they don't be from it. So I be having like, I'm from Texas. I be having to say that. So, sorry, I had to realize where I was at and what I'm doing. But Irving, Texas.
That's
Crooked
where you
Eye,
grew
some
up and
refer
everything?
to. Nah, I mean that's where I was raised at for a portion of my life. I was born in Arlington, raised out in Sherman. Lived majority of my teenage years out in Irving, and then all around in Dallas.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So what do you do? What's your profession?
Well, I am into online marketing. I sell digital products. I build websites. I assist businesses, entrepreneurs, organizations build in any kind of way.
Hmm.
Um, and on occasion, I jiggle my titties on the cam.
So what? You got an OnlyFans or something? Or this is just Instagram and Snapchat type
So
shit?
I had this shit popping before the shit got all blew out of control like this now, but um, yeah, I have an OnlyFans. I have
That's
a
what's up.
few different platforms.
That's what's up. I ain't gonna lie. If I was a woman, I would be really nasty. Not like
I'm finna give
in
you
a
one.
bad way, but yeah, it's I don't niggas is simple and niggas want what they want. So it's like you ain't gotta do a lot to you know to get something. Not saying like you ain't. It don't take a lot to play. I'm not on that shit. Like on some like get these niggas, scam these niggas, all that shit. Like I mean, be a good person on
Right.
both ends.
Right.
But there's definitely money to be made as far as being a woman. I can never approach a woman and be like, shit, you want to fuck? What you trying to do? Like, what you trying to do for me?
Oh,
Like,
you haven't seen the DMs.
it,
They
I,
get bold in a bitch on there.
I've
They
I've
get
seen
bold.
several women DMs, and that shit is like, I am. Sometimes I'm appalled.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm just like, I don't know how y'all deal with this shit, and sometimes I'm like, niggas is funny as fuck.
Niggas is wild in the DMs.
Oh, niggas is wild.
That's when they actually got some nuts. That's when they do. Not saying that men don't have nuts. I'm not trying to put that out. I'm just saying like they all of a sudden just got courage to say the
Any
most
motherfucking thing.
outrageous shit. Right.
Any motherfucking
right.
I got a homegirl. Some nigga asked her to take a picture of her shit and send it to her for a custom video. I was like, wow.
Yeah. They get wild. They want to see like there's some people that just want to see anything.
Anything, right?
Yikes.
Any part of you. What? They go crazy.
Like shit though. But
That's,
okay. I
you know
mean,
what?
Hey, if that's your thing, that's your thing.
Yeah, like I mean, I don't have nothing against, and I'm not even saying this. It has nothing to do with like the woman side, but as far as men, like niggas want what they want. If you can get what you want from a woman, then Godspeed. Don't be a fucking asshole about the shit, or don't be a bad person.
Right.
But if you want somebody, you want to see somebody's shit, and whoever you want to see shit is willing to do that shit for a price, then yeah, live your life, my nigga.
For you to do some shit that you normally do?
Like,
Just you had to
That's
go
what I'm
take a
saying.
shit anyways.
it's women out here making stacks off of showing their feet.
Right. Exactly.
I wish I could do that shit.
I used to actually work with this girl that was a dancer, and she used to get paid to shit in a trucker's in the passenger seat of his truck. So he would give her like a list of things to eat. I don't know what the fuck he did with it afterwards, and she didn't know either. But he wanted her to have certain things in her system and shit in his truck.
That's a nasty nigga.
That's a nasty motherfucker. But hey, that bitch got paid for it.
Right.
So,
I ain't gonna knock
you know what I'm
nobody for
saying?
that, but that's
He got what he wanted, and
Yeah.
she got what she wanted, and both parties was cool. So,
Exactly. And she didn't even have to do nothing to do with there is a whole website that caters to those fetishes. There's several websites that caters to those fetishes. People, I mean, they kind of got a thing with bodily functions and fluids. I don't know.
my edibles at home now. Now I'm discouraged.
You should be. You should be.
discouraged for what?
No, he should be. 'Cause
I bought a whole thing of the motherfuckers, but okay.
Think of what? You gotta be more. You gotta be more specific.
I bought like fuck.
It's all good. It's all good. Ain't nobody judging you.
Nah. I was looking forward to that shit though.
Nigga giving every looking forward to what I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I had some Rice Krispies and some brownies and shit. And walked right out and looked at it. Walked right out of the house.
I said I was gonna talk some shit about you if you did that.
I mean,
Oh, you talking about as far as the green?
Fucked
No,
up.
I had some edibles
Fucked up.
Right.
Nah.
and had plans on getting them too. I looked right at them like, yeah, I'm gonna get them, and walked right out the house.
You see, I thought you was talking about fetishes. That's why I was like, nigga, where's this going? Cause you was saying shit. I was
It
like,
just popped. It was just random.
nigga, what is your fetish?
You like,
Nigga
where's
said
this
I
girl
walked
from?
right out the house and just looked at the Rice Krispies. I was like, all right, this sounds pretty wild. Like, so where is it going with this?
Nowhere.
So I'm
Just
expecting it to
random-
relate to
random
something.
thought.
Oh, okay. Alright. So, moving on. Shit. Y'all doing good?
Yeah.
That's what a
Doing
nigga say
great.
when a nigga don't ain't
that's
figured
what
out
we-
quick enough what else to say.
You have to
But
kind
on-
of get back in.
Mine is always working now. I'm trying to figure out is there a market for fat niggas on fan only fans now?
Probably.
I wouldn't know.
Or you can make it. You could always make you can make a market. Or I mean, you can just look for those who are into that and market to them.
I don't think it's too many women that's just out here just on OnlyFans, like looking at other niggas like that.
Oh, you'd be surprised. There's plenty of men that have OnlyFans.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't say that.
And I don't know how much and everybody's getting paid. I'm not looking at personally at anybody's saying
right.
like that, but they out there.
They definitely out there, and OnlyFans wasn't even created for some freaky shit.
No, it was originally
OnlyFans-
for artists to just
Yeah.
display their creations.
On some wholesome shit, like
But the thing about it is, though, even with the women now, though, doing what they're doing, they're still expressing themselves, but using sexuality into their creation. So it's just kind of their version of art. Yeah, there's some porn involved with it. Well, sometimes that's what happens. That people fuck. People do shit like that.
I
But-
joined the wrestling school, so I'm learning how to wrestle from OnlyFans.
okay, we're gonna come back to
go.
that.
There you go.
But
There you
that's
go.
true.
And listen, I done seen women go to buying houses. I done went from, you want to be real, sleeping in the car to having a home. I done seen lives transition.
Yep.
Women are really coming up and being able to take care of their families. They are in positions where they can be flexible and live the life they want to live, be there for their children. And like at a time right now, it's kind of hard for people.
It's like
You know what? You gotta appreciate that to be able to have the opportunity to make bread from your house is doing what you do.
My point is, if a nigga got a problem with a woman doing OnlyFans,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like, all right. So if you had the opportunity just to jack off on camera, knowing that you can make probably about at least on somebody that's doing average, it's girls out here that got OnlyFans and ain't got no subscriptions.
Right.
So it's still, it's on both. It's the spectrum is wide.
Yeah.
But if I ain't gonna lie, if I knew that I could fucking jack off and possibly make any money
I think it's
on
about
camera, like
it's really about-
nigga, I'm not rushing to do it, but if it comes a time that where I need some money, like yeah, I'm in that hole. I'm beating the shit out of her.
Listen, it
Not
really
even it's not.
regardless of what product or service it is that you have to offer, is really about how you market yourself,
Yeah.
how you brand yourself, how you put
Yeah.
yourself out there,
Mhm.
what following you're building. Literally, no matter if it's a digital product, which might be content that's created online,
Mhm.
or a product like, I don't know, that lighter you lit, the mic you on. It don't matter what it
Yeah.
is. You just, I mean, as long as you kind of branding it the right way, you can have success in it, even if it is just your ass jacking off. I done seen some folks do some weird things, create some weird OnlyFans, and they just kind of pushed it out there.
Right.
whatever
It
they
depends
doing.
on. I mean, consistency, in my opinion, is key.
Mm-hmm.
And I can say that as an artist, and that's the biggest thing I lack as an artist. I don't, as far as posting and stuff on social media, I think that shit is just. I mean, I don't have a problem with anybody else doing it, but for me to do it, it's just like I'm not that interested in it.
Then that's not for you. It's not for everybody. Like
I know, but it's
right,
like
everybody's not made to be an accountant. Everybody's not made to be well, everybody can be an artist. I'm not gonna say that.
right. But in
or
the
creator of
climate
some
now, it's like it's tough
gotta
to
do it
be a nigga that's on social media about as much as Jay-Z, and it's like don't nobody know you. And that was cool before when Jay-Z did it because there was no social media,
Mhm.
so nobody knew you anyway.
Right.
So whatever you did, like this word just got out. But now it's just like you kind of got to get the word out yourself.
But you got to do it in the way that's comfortable for you, because everybody's not comfortable with being in front of the camera. Some people
Yeah.
like to write, so they need to write. They need to write blogs. Some people like doing stuff with their hands. They create videos with doing things with their hands. So just kind of cater to what it is that you like to do with yourself and going forward with that.
I'm fine with being in front of the camera, and it's like it's not that I don't even have interesting things to post. Like I live not to be facetious, but I live a very interesting life.
Mm.
So I mean, it would be like if I posted everything I did on social media, like the shit, niggas would love the shit. And just not saying I'm just out here doing crazy shit, but just I mean most people would just because you get to look into somebody else's life that's not yours and see all of that shit.
Right.
So it's not like you're so special because you could do that. Cause I mean I don't post, but I'm on social media every day.
Right.
So
Right.
obviously it's something there that that draws me back. So I can't just be like this is some bullshit. Like
Keeps calling me.
nah, nigga, you just need to.
Calling me.
It's like you need to get with the shit. But it's like I don't like I said, I don't care what other people do, but it feels weird for me to be like just to report. That's what I
Expose
feel like
yourself
I'm doing.
that?
Not even that.
Mhm.
I don't mind exposing myself, but as far as just like I'd rather do that through art. I have a whole 10-minute um, video project that I haven't even released. That's been done for probably about a year and a half now. Um, but I'm in that project or in that video. I'm literally shitting. Well, the illusion is that I'm not really taking a shit.
Oh.
But the illusion is that like something was going on and I'm with my homeboy and both of us is just in dealing with our chicks and then it's like so real to the point to where I'm taking a shit and the door open and my homeboy is sitting outside and I'm just like talking shit about whatever situation I'm going through.
Mhm.
But it's the actual song that's playing. So I don't have a problem with just being exposed or even um,
You just wanna
looking crazy.
you just want to keep some type of privacy.
Well, that's the thing about it. You're in control of it. You're in control of
Right.
what's being exposed.
Right.
So you don't have to show shit.
That's what I'm saying. And it's like with me, and I know that, and so I'm
Yeah.
like, okay,
You
that's
dictate
cool. I
what's-
don't want to show shit.
Yeah.
Um,
But see, you auditory.
but I know a lot. Like I just
Sound.
what it is like I'll look at people posting stuff, and I'm not judgy in the sense of I'm finna tell you how to behave, or I might see something about somebody that I know that I'm like, I don't agree with that shit. I'm not even finna comment on it and be like, so what you saying is like, I'm just gonna be like, okay, word, that's what's up.
Right.
That's how
And
you
it's
rock.
like at the same time, I still be like, that's stupid as fuck.
Yeah.
Why would you think that? Well, it's like,
I
nah,
don't get too
I don't have time
opinionated on
because,
there.
yeah, I don't. I'm after. I mean, once my first comment is out, after that, I have no interest in going
That's
back
it.
and forth.
I do that too. Oh, sorry. I'll post something
Yeah.
and then next thing I know somebody's gonna respond to it. I'm like,
Yeah, that's
I said
that's
what I
the
said,
main reason
and
why I
that's
don't
it.
post a lot of shit because it's like, nigga,
Yeah.
I don't care about responding. I said what I said, and that's what's out there. And I'm not an asshole. You can feel what you feel, but it's like I'm not finna go back and forth with you because
Absolutely.
You feel
I
some
know
type of
that
way.
I'm not finna change your opinion.
Right.
Like niggas be thinking they finna change somebody's opinion, and it's like
No,
this is
you
no
gotta
dope.
understand you.
Yeah,
Just understand
like,
that we not
we
really,
not, yeah,
and it's all right.
And
Just
that's
let
fine.
that shit go and move.
and just you
Like I
know what to do, how to deal with that
What do you
person.
do?
Like I do. I just let them say what they say, but like, still not changing my opinion. Let them do a whole spill, whole.
Yeah, I'm
sentence.
that nigga. That's
Let
how I
'em get it
found out
out,
I was that
I'm
nigga,
still
cause
not
like
changing my opinion.
I'm
I would
I'm
do that
stubborn.
shit.
I could be stubborn in a bitch.
like I'm very
No.
stubborn,
They be like, they try to, and people try to use all kinds of ways.
and it's like even that I
they try
don't
to
think
use
about
all
that how
kinds
you
of
do.
ways to convince you. I'm like, okay, no.
Still,
And it's like, yeah, it is, and I've learned that, and it's like, I mean, even with you probably posted both of y'all, and me included. We've all probably posted some stuff that each one of us disagrees with,
now, yeah, plenty of shit.
and it's not like it's if you disagree with it, it's just like that person's even necessarily out there either doing what you disagree with, or even living that type of life. A lot of niggas got opinions about shit that they not even doing. Like, for example, this WAP shit. I know we talked about the last time.
I posted a picture of me and my homegirl when we had the wild
Favorite
hairstyle.
song.
It's like
I'm sorry.
I don't-
did.
the song was very nasty. When I heard it, I was just like, oh my god!
Plenty
Like
nasty
But we've
songs
heard
out.
At the
we've
most-
heard a
Come
lot.
on.
Yeah.
More
Shit,
nasty.
Wally. He
At
really,
the
really,
most,
really. What'd he
yeah.
do?
at the most, it just made me like horny. I was like, oh, is he nasty? And like, so with a dude just being like, okay, now this is so nasty. This is inappropriate. It's like shit like that's been out for a while. So you knew that it didn't take this song for you to fucking come to this omen all of a sudden just because some bitches that you probably couldn't pull like made a video. And like, and I say that with like, nah, I couldn't pull Megan or Cardi right now. And not because of how they look, but just because like shit, I'm not on the same level.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
That's
Like,
okay.
It's bitches I don't fuck with because we not on the same level. And that's called life.
Yeah.
So it's like you being like, oh, this is so nasty and all this type
That's
of
not
shit.
even my initial thought when I hear the song. The song wasn't even surprising to me.
It was surprising.
I would have thought it would have been a better song than what it was.
You know what? I had higher expectations for it too.
I did,
Oh my god!
but it was so like
Man,
I-
somebody's gonna disagree with what I gotta
Like,
say on that. But
especially with Cardi's verse, it was so nasty
and I'm okay with the
that
nasty.
I was just like,
It's just, the delivery just could have
I'm
been a
here
little
for
bit
that.
better.
like I mean, like it could everything could
You
have
like the
been
level.
better.
You like the nasty shit, and I feel that they
I
were.
was like, it was at that point. I
Yeah.
don't care about the song. I'm like,
Right,
yeah, I'm
right.
absolutely 100%
You put it-
thinking about fucking right now,
That's it, and
and
that's what
say
it's
that
supposed
nasty
to
shit.
do. Yeah.
And it's like, all right, yeah, that's cool. I don't have a problem with that. Like, I listened to it probably 2 or 3 times at the most.
Hey, I
And-
was listening to this shit. I was like, this. They ain't rapping, but my balls are tingling.
Like, nigga, I was in this out
My
like,
genitalia is moving.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and move to Pornhub after this one.
Y'all.
Looks like it's about that time. I've been putting the
But
mood.
that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to provoke that thought.
Like,
all
yeah.
that. All that.
They
And
could
that's-
left the
and
Jenner
that's-
girl out of this shit though.
And what niggas is
I
forgetting,
mean, she-
like, being sexual as a woman is a lot more attractive for men and women than being sexual as a man. That's just life. So if a nigga like this slap on my knot, like going in a cut, like
I'm not.
it didn't make like I wasn't like I didn't get horny off of that, but I was like, yeah,
Oh,
nigga.
you mean on that type of okay?
Yeah,
like
nigga.
to arouse another man though.
Yeah,
with their
like
words?
yeah, it's like
I don't know.
I was like,
much
yeah, that's
what
some nasty
a nigga
shit.
could say that would make.
That would, yeah, a nigga
You gotta
can't
hear a
say-
female voice say the shit.
Yeah, like
if you're
a nigga ain't
attracted
finna
to
say shit and be like,
So-
oh, bro, that made me, made my
'Cause
balls
if
tingle.
you heard the
Like,
niggas
nah,
rap
nigga.
that song, wet ass pussy, they
Yeah.
it probably would have had the same feeling.
and they just talking about it. I just be like, it's another
The
nigga
audio
making.
is out.
the
The
what?
guy that wrote the song for Cardi's voice,
Uh-huh.
the audio is out. Of him rapping
Oh, the
verse.
nigga doing it?
Yeah, this is like the second
That's
time.
a nasty nigga. That
That's what I was
nigga's
talking about
gotta
last week.
be
Like,
at least bisexual, bro.
like the nigga got the heat. Like, all right, so the guy that
Nigga talk about the dangly thing in the back of your throat. I don't know no nigga that's going like I knew exactly what she was talking about, but I'm not gonna be like
what's the name of that song that Cardi was on? Yeah,
all of them.
backing it up.
Oh,
Party.
party, yeah.
Whatever his name is, he's the one that writes her songs. So when he does a song for someone,
Oh, he write all hers.
yeah, he writes all her
He
verses.
good. I like.
He might not do all of them.
No,
Well,
he,
no.
he writes all of her shit. He
How,
just-
how
I know
you
they.
know?
I
You
know
in the
they.
studio?
I know they.
no, he had to. He showed the show.
Oh, the credits
Yeah.
on the song says written
wrote
by,
And she knows she's a
okay.
personality too, though. So
and I don't mind it. I don't care
But
about that.
this is the thing. He records every verse, like I told you last week. He
Yeah, I mean,
records
you have to like Cause I've wrote for a chick before.
It just
I
don't
just-
go right.
That's
to
why I
it.
know it's like, yeah, I'm only gonna go so far. If you want that type of song, sweetheart, you're
But
gonna have to write that yourself.
He may have been like right there with her, like putting it together. She
like,
might be,
I
oh yeah,
yeah.
put that right there.
Yeah.
Take this.
I don't know shit about taking no dick. All my shit gonna be like you gonna seem like a real slut out here if I write the verse. Cause I'm saying all the shit niggas like, like that's all I know. Dang it in the back of your throat. No, I
ain't
want to
gonna
hear.
be right.
I would have rhymed with something else. Like, I'm not talking about that shit.
You would have called it that.
Yeah, that's what that is to me. Once you hit that, it's all you hear is that's what that's the sound that shit makes.
My curiosity got the best of me, and I wanted to hear what's Joe Budden's homeboy named Safari, his version of
I haven't listened to it.
that shit is bizarre as fuck.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Like
That's why I haven't listened to it. Like I already know it's some crazy shit.
the nigga, it's funny, but it's also corny. I'm like, fam, you can't be the nigga that's been writing for Nicki forever and a day.
He can though, and that's why I say I'm okay with niggas being wrote for because look at that shit. That's who wrote for Nicki, apparently, or at least helped.
Yeah.
But look how corny he is. Like how corny he
Delivery.
seems.
He don't have it.
It's just like what you saying. Like this is the nigga that wrote for Nicki. And the chick that I'm talking to let me hear some Nicki shit this weekend that I ain't heard before, and I was like, God damn. I knew I fuck with her for a reason. I fuck with her on the level as far as like if you be like Nicki suck, I'll be like, oh yeah, you tripping.
If
Like-
you hear her verse for verse, she killed.
She killed.
Men or women.
I'm not even talking about that. She just killed.
Yeah.
Like it don't like period.
Like what was that? The first song I heard her on. She got a dunk, the Soldier Boy shit, and she went off on that shit.
I remember that.
That was that Nicki Minaj is what Lil Wayne. I don't want to say he was trying to be, but what he could have been. And I'm using the male or female version just because Nicki bars be so hard. Of course you gonna make shit, or you gonna adapt your verse to the life that you live. So it's not gonna be it's a lot of the things is gonna be switched from male to female.
Yeah.
You know, but at the same time, Lil Wayne ain't got no starships in the sky.
Wayne tried that shit. That shit did not go too well.
Mm-mm.
With the rock album, he tried that shit.
No,
That
He
shit.
did, and I fucked with it.
I actually
but I
liked
know
it, but it
I
was just
appreciate
I know
certain
another
songs.
a lot of
learning how to
niggas
get on
wouldn't.
the guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like Nicki got
She's a star.
motherfucking bars.
Yeah.
I don't
She
know
has
who
that.
wrote it. I know all of it may not be wrote by her. And I know I can say, I believe that, Safari really wrote. I haven't looked at the credits, but I'm pretty sure it says it on there because it's kind of known now.
I don't
But-
see why she get offended so much when they say that though. That's not a.
But that's right, because that's the thing. Like, it don't matter. Like, it don't matter. Niggas could have the same. I could remake well, not me, because a lot of shit might actually sound good. But
Since we on the topic of men writing stuff for women, even Jay-Z wrote a dick
For
sucking
Foxy Brown.
verse for Foxy. Yeah.
yeah,
He wrote.
I mean,
he
not
wrote
even saying that. Biggie said, "Look so good, I suck your daddy's dick."
Yeah, that shit was bizarre.
I can understand like. I can understand like, damn, like I ain't never seen no chick that look that good, but
Maybe
it's like.
want to put my mouth on another
He
nigga.
must have really wanted to impress her. And it's like, God damn. Like,
Bring your daddy here.
that's wild. Yeah. That's wild. Like, I want to see who that was.
'Cause
I
it
want
came
it.
from somewhere.
It had to come from somewhere. Like, I want to see who
Somebody's
the fuck that
story.
was.
Somebody lived that story.
I understand the sentiment, but I would never make the statement.
The
Uh,
person that they said that verse was related to is actually Tyrese's baby mama.
Is that the one that he was like,
Shut your
The
mouth.
girl from
that he was crying on the video? What
not
more
even
do
her.
you want
Yeah.
from me?
Old girl from Total.
So that's
yeah.
who it was. It
Yeah.
might be. I didn't know that, but
That's her.
I mean, he had Biggie
She's,
saying that shit and
her younger
Tyrese crying
sister.
on camera.
Her younger sister is Vita. They used to be with Murder Inc. The rapper. That's her younger sister.
I didn't know it was a rapper named Murder Inc.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Tyrese been out here in these streets, man.
Oh yeah, definitely. All these niggas know each other. All these niggas know,
Small.
cause I know some of these niggas. So it's the circle isn't that big.
Nah.
Like
Yeah.
a lot of niggas know. Why you think these small time ass niggas be going crazy like Orlando, whatever that nigga name is?
That nigga there be Orlando Brown. That nigga there.
Yeah. Niggas like it's a small circle. So you get to know a lot of shit. It's just like niggas is just like,
He
yeah,
put me
I got
in a
more
weird
power.
space because some of the shit he be doing be entertaining, and then I be like, damn, I feel sorry for him. Cause like them Disney kids be wildin'.
It depends on my mood. Sometimes I'm
What
just
did
like,
he do now?
He
he
said
ain't done
fucked
nothing
Nick.
lately.
Last night he said he fucked Nick Cannon.
Oh, I
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah, he said he sucked Nick Cannon's dick or some shit like that. I was like, come on, man.
Niggas be out here wild, bro.
Like, really?
Yeah.
Niggas be out here wild, bro.
I'm
like, I don't-
alright, fam. And I think he's finna be in a new Coming to America movie too.
I'm so ready for that hoe to come out.
I know
Yeah.
for a fact Rick Ross is in it.
Oh yeah, cause they shot it in his house.
Yeah.
Oh.
You like Russ?
I just.
You like
yeah,
Russ?
I
Okay,
do.
that's all.
I
I
do.
just needed yes or
I
no.
do.
I saw
I
it
do.
when we said, yeah.
She got a type.
Cause all she can say was,
No,
oh.
Cause he, listen, he showed love to Haitians. His home is beautiful. He's about building businesses and creating wealth. The nigga just, I have a lot of respect. I fuck with fuck with people who they are behind the music. So he's one of the people who I'm like, yes, I
And
fuck with Ross.
that's why I fucks with him
Definitely.
too. Like I don't fuck with him like you do.
No,
obviously.
well, no, I don't even mean in an attractive way. I'm not
So
that
Ross
attracted
is
to him.
like, huh?
Well, probably, duh, because I mean,
Busy.
it's Ross. I have an
I've
attraction
been eating my
towards him.
pineapples and pears.
Boy, and I'll get you some pears right here. What you need, baby?
Yeah.
I have that attraction towards him. Absolutely.
But yeah, like that nigga. I did like. All right, it's finna be real cliche, but yeah, that nigga is a boss.
He is. Like
One of the biggest boss.
Yeah.
Well, I think about that shit and I be like, yeah. And then he started losing weight, and I was like, "You're not the biggest boss no more, bro. Like you a boss. You just a boss."
What?
Coolest shit he did. Did you see his verses with 2 Chainz and shit?
What the most recent shit?
Yeah.
I haven't listened to that, but what make me fuck with Ross so much is during the time of when Kanye and Good Music was doing the Free Fridays or whatever
Yeah.
they was doing, and then when he was beefing with 50. That's the only nigga that beefed with 50
And he walked away clean.
so motherfucking
Everybody
clean.
else got fucked up.
I was listening to both of them niggas like. That's the most I ever listened to 50 Cent when Rick Ross and 50 was beefing.
You know what I think probably what saved Rick Ross is he put everything on the front street before 50 got the chance to do it. Even the worst thing that 50 did towards him was fucking with his baby mama and shit, and that was it.
And it's like, yeah. And then
And
again, you gotta
still
think about it.
couldn't
It's like,
change the nigga.
that's 50 though. And then I know how I feel about my baby mama. And not saying that like I'm like fuck her. Like I mean, like bro, if she fall for that shit, now if I know, I'm gonna be like, why you fucking with that nigga?
Yeah.
Now if he do that shit and she don't tell me shit and I'm just oblivious, it's just like shit.
So whatever.
That's a prime example why I'm not fucking with you. Like, so it's like it's whatever. But that shit still like, yeah, took your baby mama on a shopping spree. It's like I don't want to hear that shit.
Just messy with it.
Yeah.
All in.
Yeah.
The funny part
Alright,
about it,
nigga, shit.
the
I
funny
could have
part
took on
about
a
it, that
shopping
shit flipped.
spree. What the fuck are we talking about right now?
that shit turned off 50 and she ended up suing 50.
See?
So that shit turned on.
But Ross, that nigga Ross came out real clean on that
Yeah.
shit. Niggas don't talk about that.
He he tried to start some shit with Ti, but that Ti ended that real quick.
Yeah, not finna hear that.
He quit that shit real quick. Like
I
they
don't
even
know.
did a song together dissing each other, and people didn't even realize they were doing that shit. That
That's a good one.
I'm out here grinding by DJ Khaled's song. They were dissing each other.
I'm out here grinding.
Yeah, they were dissing each other.
I didn't even
Yeah.
remember that they was on
Watch-
the song. I just
Go,
know
go
that.
back and
Okay.
watch that video. Everybody else in that video was together. It wasn't one time Rick Ross and T.I. was in the same video with each other. All the songs they've done with each other, never in the same video. Same record label and everything. Never did it.
They was both on Atlantic, huh?
Yeah.
I just realized that.
Them niggas don't like each other. At one point, they didn't like each other, but they squashed it.
I didn't realize that. What was it? Gucci and. Well, I just probably just shows how much I was into the shit. But I kind of knew the niggas had beef. But I didn't. I knew Gucci had beef with, as far as I was concerned, with any nigga in Atlanta. Not because he that type of nigga, but I know Gucci has always been hot in Atlanta, so you gonna have niggas come for you. But I didn't know that Gucci and T.I. was
Yeah.
beefing with Jeezy.
What?
Until
It's
they was
always
like,
been an issue between you. I remember Jeezy pretty much put money on that nigga head.
it's like now I think about it, them
Over
niggas
the shop.
they was never associated.
They did that one song.
Right.
They said Jeezy even said where they beef started from. Jeezy said they beef started from that So Icy song, and he said Jeezy said he didn't want to be on the song, but Gucci paid him so much money to the point to where he couldn't say no. He said he hated that
Exactly.
song. He said he hated that song to this day.
But he had one to call this line.
Yeah.
Jesus said, "Your
And
chain look like you got it from the middle of the mall."
yeah, so what
I'll
sparked that
never
beef?
forget that
Gucci,
shit.
Gucci was still independent, and Jeezy was just signed to Def Jam, and they couldn't figure out how to do the splits. You know how that shit works
Mhm.
because the
Yeah.
independent always want
Right.
the bigger cut,
Right.
and they couldn't figure that shit out, so they just kept going at each other, and that's where that shit started. And then not Gucci, I think Jeezy got on the radio and said, "I give anybody $20,000 for Gucci chain," and that's what got Gucci in that situation where he ended up
I
shooting that
remember that shit.
nigga. Yeah,
Yeah.
Damn.
and they ain't been fucking with each other since. To make it more worse, one of the niggas that got killed was actually homeboys with T.I.
One
that's
of
how-
one
that's
of
how you
Ross
bring-
niggas got killed too.
Yeah,
I don't know if it was from that though.
so it's
But-
been going on. They just ain't doing nothing.
So,
Yeah, that shit, that whole like all four of them niggas,
Yeah,
Gucci,
just imagine
T.I.,
what type of
Ross,
music
and
they could be
Jeezy.
making with each other if they got along.
If they all got on one song,
But-
if that was like Maybach Music, a million,
Yeah.
cause that nigga got so many, but all of them was
So-
hard.
since you know a lot of these historical facts, I'm curious. Why, like, see, okay, you get, Gucci and Jeezy didn't fuck with each other.
Yeah.
But as far as with, like, Wayne and Boosie, why didn't they ever
I
do
have
anything?
no idea why they don't fuck with each other.
I just,
And that's you would
And
think.
they never really vocalized that shit either.
no. And that's one that I've been, like, curious
'Cause they don't even
about.
have a
and I
song
know for a
together.
fact that Birdman and Boosie fuck with each other all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
But that's similar to Drake, Wayne, and Pusha not fucking with each other. But Wayne fuck with both of them all the time. So I mean,
But them niggas from three different
but
places.
What?
Wayne and Boosie is from the same place.
yeah.
Right. That's why I'm saying that when you mention them, because they all from. Well, I mean, they all from Atlanta. I know they from Louisiana, but they from the same state.
Yeah.
Right.
Louisiana
never
they
really
ain't
put-
that big, and they both are big people in that.
Easily
Hey.
the two biggest artists out of Louisiana, right?
Right. So it's like, why haven't they ever?
I never put
You don't
any
hear
thought into that
about
shit.
beef or nothing. You
But
just
if you think about it, it's quite a few good artists, and not just, and a lot of it isn't in like hip hop, but it's quite a few good artists from Louisiana.
Mhm.
It's a lot of them.
Mhm.
So I can
The
see that
nineties,
scene
the
being
nineties, and
big.
the early 2000s is scattered with them. That shit you
Yeah,
couldn't say the early 2000s. Wasn't
yeah.
it?
August
Yeah.
Alsina
They
is
really
from New
cool.
Orleans,
Yeah,
so it's like yeah,
they got
they got a roster like a
he
motherfucker.
capitalizing right now. Fam.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It was
He
like
broke the
I'm
codes.
finna create this money.
He did that.
He broke the
He
code,
was not
but
supposed to do that.
he broke the code. But
was
Lisa, I
not.
mean, it's done all the time though.
Right. I think that's why people talking about how they listen. I didn't watch the interview, okay, but I feel like they were more so like, now we got to do some shit because now our shit
They
is
got
out.
a cattle. Yeah,
And they're both actors, so they know how to act accordingly.
Yeah, yeah. That's exactly
So-
what it was.
I'm just like, why did he just fall out? Why he wasn't supposed to fall out of line? I'm more like on the end of them. Now you done made shit messy so you can make a couple bucks.
But did
I
say
mean,
that,
but
though?
that's when a couple of bucks is 300,000.
But he has a fan base. He has a means to access that.
But
Just by putting some shit out, he has
you
the
say
following.
that, but his numbers might not say that.
Well, that's true.
You with marketing, you do marketing, so you know
I know he has that ability.
he has the
If-
ability, but
Jason
To do
Derulo
that,
can make
he's gonna
himself
have
go
to
from
build-
pop all of a sudden this huge on TikTok. There's ways you can steal. You can
Right.
steal anybody. Hell, there's dentists that are popping on TikTok.
but August,
You
what
know,
what else was he
he's
gonna
the
do to make get back in the spotlight? It wasn't gonna be like he was gonna put out a song that was just so cold that niggas was like, oh, this nigga back. Like
True.
ain't nobody looking for.
But
this
he
nigga.
made, you know what? When it comes to making music, and I don't know who he's connected with, but he reached a certain level of success where he can.
He can
Go
even
back
be
to the
around
studio and
Will
do some
Smith
shit.
and Jada. Like I mean,
I think
he
he signed the
can-
Def Jam, if I'm not mistaken.
So he
it
has
wasn't nothing he can do
access.
musically to get
I
him
mean,
back
hell,
out
his
there
song
like
now
that.
didn't even do much of shit either. It just went up based off a trending topic. I get what you're saying
Exactly.
now. Okay.
So it's like
Still entertaining though.
nigga,
Right.
difference between 100,000 and 300,000. Like,
True.
not saying that I would do that shit, but I would hope that I'm not in a position to.
We
To
gonna all of a
have
sudden
to make
not
that
hear
decision.
from August Alsina anymore.
I mean, he said he got a
this
deal.
is- I mean, after this year, like we're not gonna hear from him for more.
I know he said he
and
got
if
a
we
deal.
do, we're not gonna care.
He said he got a potential deal from Birdman and them, so you never know.
All right. You know how many niggas didn't had a potential deal and a deal with them niggas that we
Right.
don't even.
Yeah.
Talk about right now?
but if you go strike while the iron is hot, you might as well.
Right.
See, I like Juicy Fruit. I think she had got signed. They got signed on with them.
Who?
Juicy Fruit from she from Memphis. She with Loyalty Entertainment, and I seen her fucking with Birdman. I believe that their label was signed under.
It wouldn't be surprising.
Right, like not. It's
Young
not
Money is signed under.
right. So
Cash Money.
it may have been under. You know how well that's how business works. They just start up another company basically
Yeah.
up under their. It's an umbrella company. So
All right.
they yeah. I like Juicy Fruit though. I like her.
I never heard of it.
She all right. Well, we're gonna put out an artist out there.
Oh, you know some artists?
I know an artist by the name of Camille Von Trill. That go hard in a bitch.
What type of music does he do?
She is like
it's a
a
she.
Dallas, Texas version of Currency. Listen to interesting music. The flow is hidden. It's different. It's unique. It ain't on no shake ass pussy shit, but it's on some boss bitch get money shit.
So you giving a plug right now, basically. I ain't even got no plug on my music. You ain't, nah, I'm playing.
I don't see why you
I'm
have
playing.
it. Shit,
Nah,
I would have been done that shit by now.
I know, like it's just.
Play your shit. Shit, what?
We'll do that. We'll do that after this. You'll like that shit. But I'm very interested. I feel like I've never heard you. This is your first suggestion of music that I've ever gotten from you. Just because I literally just met you today. So, but I trust it. So, if you say C tight, then I'ma see, cause I know type.
She got me listening to Wiz Khalifa, so she put me on the Wiz Khalifa.
I have a
currency.
good ear.
So she.
It's not that.
I'm just
We're
saying.
not talking about Wiz Khalifa.
I know.
Like, but we talking about like
before he blew up.
way
Oh.
before.
Like,
I got emails of Childish Gambino music when he was naming the shit like such and such song, Rough Draft 1.
yeah.
Was that when he was on the? Was he writing when he was on the show?
It was before Community,
Really?
and I can't find the email. This is like my brother, my homeboy, my best friend Chris had sent it to me. This is while I was in college.
I can't remember.
And he was like, "You need to fuck with this nigga," and I was
Yeah.
just like, this nigga straight," you know.
Another,
And I was like-
another Atlanta artist. I can't remember how him and Thug is related though.
They're
Him and
related?
Thug is related.
I'm not surprised.
He from-
you know,
he
'cause
from
people put
Atlanta.
people on, but yeah, I know that.
That's all I mean.
Oh.
You know, Atlanta's small. Atlanta's small.
I mean,
as fuck.
everywhere small.
Yeah.
Atlanta's small. Like nigga.
I mean, Dallas is small.
Nigga, that's what I was about to
Everywhere
say.
is
Dallas
small.
is small.
Yeah. But I forgot how they said they were related.
yeah.
Cause you know, Thug actually got a Grammy. Cause Thug and Lil Uzi Vert got a Grammy off of This Is America. Cause they own the song. You don't hear them, but
They on the ad-libs.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
got a Grammy, just not doing shit.
I know that's right.
'Cause that's
Motherfucking
how you
right.
put. That's how you put niggas on.
Yeah,
but that's how nepotism works. You put your own people
Yeah.
on.
And
Why
it's like
not?
you gonna get like 5%. They're gonna that hoe gonna stream, but you also already own. So
Yeah.
it's not like it don't it's a 5%.
but
Another what, like 3 to 7,000 a month,
yeah,
depending on how much you stream. It's not shit for you. Like if you Lil Uzi or Young Thug, so it's like, yeah, bro.
yeah, but that shit still help. Anything
That's
else?
somebody else's. That's an income going into another household, though.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
By
And it's like,
that
and
amount.
nobody has to do that much work.
Exactly. So shit.
Nobody has
Tell
to,
the-
like, yeah,
tell
all
somebody
they got to
else.
do is go in there and just be,
Speaking
like,
of
nigga.
Childish, you know he's basically taking over Marvel now.
what you mean?
You know he's a writer behind all the new Spider-Man movies, so he's over that.
I know he's a writer, but I didn't know he was the
Yeah.
writer behind the Spider-Man
He's
movie.
over that. He's supposed
Hell
to
yeah. Okay.
the higher ups in Marvel, if I'm not mistaken, they're moving on to Star Wars, and him and some other people are taking over Marvel. So he's over the Spider-Man division, and he's gonna be working with the Black Panther movies.
Okay.
So
Huh.
I know for a fact that him and Kendrick is gonna be villains in the next
That's exciting.
Black Panther movie. Kendrick already signed his contract, so he did a two movie deal.
He's excited a little bit.
So-
Awesome. Really?
Where'd you get this
That
information?
was it's on the internet. Kendrick.
When did you hear
It's
this?
on the internet.
Everything
I
on
was
the
on-
internet.
right.
I was on Twitter and I seen
I
it.
gotta have that shit come from a credible source.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was on Twitter.
I meant like the whose Twitter? Did it come from Marvel?
Uh,
Did it come from Disney?
Whoa,
Did-
See? That's why we need a credible source.
no,
Everything on that bitch.
it's a movie.
can make a website tonight.
Called, CBR. I can't think of the name of them right now, but they really be spot on with they shit because they told me about this Jamie Foxx movie before it came out.
Did you look it up? Did you look into it? Did you further investigate after you?
Yeah, I looked into it.
You gotta do that. We can't be on this whole giving out false info. No, I'm
I
playing.
think we ain't.
All the information I get, everything I say is subject to change.
Yeah. Let me find it.
But that shit crazy.
But you know,
I'm-
for
I'm-
the longest, they had him in line to play Spider-Man too. Before,
Childish Gambino.
yeah, they were gonna let him play Miles Morales, the character.
And
that's-
like the real,
yeah, but you know, White Hollywood made a big deal about it, So he made a joke about this shit. He was like, "Well, yeah, I made a big deal about me being a black Spider-Man. Now I'm over Spider-Man, and you can't say shit."
I'm gonna go ahead and just put this out in the air. I want to be the first black Joker, bro.
Which could happen.
Like,
It's more. It's more than one Joker.
I want to be the first black Joker.
It's a black Spider. I mean, not Spider-Man. Black Batman. Like for real, this is him.
In the comic book?
Yeah, in the comic book.
That
I know you
nigga
be
looks
on.
like regular Batman.
Nah, he's all right. So
I want to see. I want to
finna
see
give-
his actual face, not
That's
this nigga in the
like,
Batman
where,
suit.
where is he actually black?
Yeah.
I'm finna
He
get
looked
into my
like Black
nerd
Panther
book.
with some, okay.
I'm
come
finna
on.
get into my nerd book. So the character that Morgan Freeman plays in the Batman comics.
The Butler.
No, he doesn't play the butler. He plays the he
looked-
plays
he
the
seemed like
guy.
a good butler.
He plays the guy that invents Batman suits. So
Right. That's.
nah, that's you thinking about Alfred. His
Oh,
character-
okay. Yeah. That's a. Oh.
Morgan Freeman's character has a son that's like an army ranger, and he comes back and decides he wants to be a hero. And Morgan Freeman's character finds out about it, and basically builds him a suit like an Iron Man suit.
Well, guess what?
Yeah,
I can make you that nigga.
and his name I think his name is like Batwing or some shit like that. But he has like an Iron Man suit though. That shit clean as fuck though.
With a cape?
Nigga said his name
It's not.
Bat.
It's not a cape.
He's not supposed to have a
Nigga
cape.
said his
It's
name
wings.
is Batwing.
Okay, good.
So he had like wings. and
Bat.
shit.
I'm not for the
Yeah.
cape anymore. Incredibles.
Of course,
taught me.
since he black, nigga
Wait, was it Incredibles?
gotta be a wing, Batwing. You
But
know it's gonna
eventually
be
he
restaurants
takes up-
name. The Batwings.
Yeah, but he. I mean, it's black superheroes. Nigga stupid.
I can't. Nah, he gotta change his name, bro. I can't fuck
That's
with
the name they gave him.
Batwing.
Batwing. What kind of deep
the
little
name
beep
they
beep 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 bop name is this?
Who do I tell him who it is? You tell them it's Batwing. Are you fried or baked? Fried.
Are his wings little? They're not even like bat wings. Or they like
They-
little bat wings on the back.
Nah, they change.
Oh,
So they get big or little.
oh
So
okay.
So
depending
you get a flat or a drum depending on the situation. That's what you say. Fuck out of here. This nigga name is whack. This nigga name
Nah,
is whack, bro.
Batwing doesn't sound like Batman. It doesn't have that to it. Just Batwing.
Cause even Batman is like,
Yeah.
alright, you just beat my ass, so you know. But Batwing, it's like you beat my ass. And that's the corny shit that you go by. And you black. Man, fuck you. Kill me. Cause like this shit is whack as fuck. What the fuck going on? Batwing. Fried. That's gonna be his like key line. Like, do you want that fried?
Okay.
Nah,
what was I
bro.
telling you earlier? Oh, my mom. So I went over
Your
my
mom
mom's
know
house.
Batwing?
Nah.
No.
So I went over there and me and her was sitting there talking. And
You
my
got
mom
the
is
best-
under
the best place in Oakland.
my mom is under the impression my baby mom was the first person I ever had sex with. And that shit is fucking bizarre.
No, it's not.
Why not?
Cause think about it. That's gonna. I mean, for my daughter, that's gonna be the first time that she's gonna have sex in my head.
Hello, come on. I'm not trying to think about. You did
Yeah.
not have sex with nobody else until the one that you.
Until
obviously
you had a
sex
child.
with, Okay.
But that's like
Now,
a
if we
narrow
have
way
a
of-
conversation where she's like, Dad, I'm coming to you as, you're my father and I got things to ask you about sex because I've been having sex. Then, of course, I'll know. But other than that, and of
But
course,
I was
I'm going to
20.
inform her on it.
I was 20 when I had my first kid. You don't think
My mom thought the same thing.
that's crazy as fuck?
My mom thought the same thing. And it's just, I don't think that's not normal. Because who wants to be like, oh yeah, I know my child out
I'm
here
not
fucking.
gonna waste my time thinking about who my kids are having sex with.
Exactly.
But at some point, I was a football player. I was.
But that's wasting your time about thinking who your kids have sex with. I don't give a fuck who you are. You're my fucking child. You gonna do what you do.
She
Like, please, if all the nasty shit that you do, please don't let me find
No,
out.
I didn't even go into details with my mama about like mama. She wasn't my first person I had sex with.
And that's I ain't gonna lie. That's what I'm
In her mind.
not saying that's what I'm just gonna just go with, but it's like that's what I'm gonna go
You
with.
are
I know that
her-
may not be true,
You
but I'm
are
not
her
trying to
favorite.
find out. Like, yeah, all right,
That's true.
you
They
got
may
a
not
child.
have
It's a
thought
beautiful
about
thing. You know, I know obviously you've had sex because that's how you have children. So, you know, but at least in dealing with that, I also, you know, get a grandchild
It's the fact that I'm almost 40 and she's still thinking that same shit.
because that's what you want to think.
Like,
You don't think about other grown ass motherfuckers that you know fucking.
You don't think about your. You ain't trying to think about your.
You don't
kids.
think about
I'm
nobody
not trying
fucking
to-
The only
but
time
you.
the only time where the thought
You
comes
don't-
about is when it actually confronts you. So, like,
Yeah.
if they said, "Hey, I got an STD," oh,
What do I do?
hey, I
Yeah.
got a kid. Oh, you doing some shit.
Yeah.
Now you being exposed.
I'm
to
not
it.
walking around being like, you know, my baby might be fucking right now. Hell no. Like,
no one's gonna think like that. But
That's
it's
what I'm
just the
saying.
fact that my mom is being naive about some shit I know she shouldn't be naive about.
but you're gonna be the same way.
I'm not. If my-
I guarantee, cause you're not gonna be like, you know, based off how my daughter acting, I know she out here giving up that pussy. And it's like you're not. It's not gonna be. It's like I need her to be a decent young woman. What she do, you know, on her time as far as that is out of my control, and I really don't want to know. But if it's some, you know, I also want to prepare her for those, you know, type of situations, to where I don't feel like, you know, that may roll over into the part of her life that I actually gotta worry about or deal with, you know. So, yeah, nigga, that's the first, yeah. In my that's the first time you had sex.
Right.
And if it's not, I don't give a fuck.
Because it ain't
like-
what you be thinking about.
Shit,
I guess I'll let her have that one.
I don't know why that's so surprising to you.
It is. It's
It's
just
shouldn't.
it's surprising.
Because it would have been even more weird if your mom was like, I knew you was out here fucking. You'll be like,
Knew you
well,
was out
what?
here. Out
Being
there
a
giving it.
straight hoe, I know.
Yeah.
I know who your father is.
Laying that pipe like your daddy. Like, then you'll be like, all right, yeah, you know, man, my mama had told me some shit. It was so out of line. It'll be a whole different story, bro.
Yeah. That's
Like, yeah. That's what I want my parents to think. And it's like, shit, if they want to think it hard enough, I'd be like, yeah, that was the first time I had sex. That was the only time. I only had sex once, and that's when I had my kid.
Now you've
Like-
been cold.
That be
Now
it.
you've been cold turkey ever since.
Yeah. as far as you know, like, shit, that's it. Fuck. Like, but we know we human. Our parents, we human. Our parents was fucking just like us. And how much are we thinking about that?
Not that much.
Exactly.
It was the immaculate deception.
Like, it's
As far as
like
I'm
shit.
concerned.
I was born and I am here. Like, I don't want to know I don't want to know shit before that. So it's just like shit. Yeah, that's how you gonna feel.
Did you get the chance to watch Jamie Foxx's movie on Netflix?
The
Power.
new one. Yeah.
Is it Power Moves?
This is not called power moves. Niggas
What
always
is it
want to
called?
go. Niggas always want to go too far with the shit and do extra shit. You know it's not called power. It's just called power.
You sure?
Yes, that's how I know you know, cause like you got it right, but a nigga wanted to try and play the movie.
No, that's
So I
it's
guess
a
you,
different
I
name
guess you
than
on the
that.
fence about that hoe.
It's a different name than that. It's power something.
It's called Power, nigga.
Let's see.
I'm funny the hoe just say straight.
It does. It does. That's why I'm telling him this. Like if you watch it, that's what you see. Look, while you find that, y'all talk. I gotta take a piss. And then we'll smoke another blunt. But
Pause
once
it
I
up,
come
still
out,
go.
you'll know. Yeah, it's still
Just
going.
pause it.
Okay.
He already said what he got to do,
This is-
so you might.
I mean, shit.
Just let him go ahead and do what he got.
Cause I'm not finna edit this shit out at all. Like I am the most lazy editor
You
because
don't have
I
to.
also
Right.
make music.
We never have to. Even when people call, leave that shit in there.
So
Oh, is this live?
Yeah, no, we ain't.
no, it's not live.
Oh, okay.
Niggas don't be
We'll be in a whole bunch of. We'll be canceled if this shit was live.
nah.
We've said
I was
enough
like,
shit.
bro, nobody be looking, and whoever is looking is probably some niggas that just like, yeah, niggas say that shit,
Yeah.
but not just like trying to shit on us or nothing. Because I don't give a fuck. I'm not out here for a popularity contest that ended when I started having to pay bills.
It will eventually. We'll get into that point.
But yeah. So what y'all want me to do?
Just pause.
Pause. All right. We'll be right back.
I hear my son quoting lines from Family Matters. He'll say, I can't remember exactly what it was he was saying, but he had mentioned that because he likes himself, and I was like, that's what I'm talking about. But we promote self love.
Cause he likes himself.
We promote self love. There's like,
But that's really what's up though. Like,
yeah, we really do. Like, I'll be working with that one there. That's why all this going on with the pandemic. I mean, it's unfortunate for those that wasn't prepared for this, but I low key been living this type of life. I've been working from home. I've been wanting to home. I don't homeschool, but I did make sure I educated him within the home, even while he was in school on certain topics that I know for sure they ain't teach. So I just kind of I already wanted to homeschool him at one point, and just
y'all
now.
both know I ain't a people person, so I've been prepared.
Right. I didn't even go to the grocery stores. I did pickup.
I don't even
Like
do that.
before all this, I really stopped fucking with people.
I love the shit.
Like a
There
social
was a
moment.
break in the conversation because I had to go use the restroom.
Oh, and we're
So-
back.
And we're back. But yeah, I guess since we're talking about that, we can go ahead and get on that. So we all got kids, right?
Yep.
So what are y'all kids doing as far as school right now?
Virtual homeschool.
I have
Okay.
no idea what she's doing with them right now.
I can't
'Cause-
rely on folks that don't necessarily know what they really gonna do.
No, I have an idea. Like
no,
if
I'm in you, I'm in the systems.
I have an idea what she says she's gonna do, but she doesn't do exactly what she says she's gonna do. Like she says she's gonna send them back to school, but for some reason they're at home with her.
Well, some schools have started back and they're virtual for right now, and then they're talking about
Like
going
my son's school isn't
physical
even open yet.
through. In like September,
Yeah.
which I don't think it's gonna happen either. I don't.
I don't think it's a good idea to send them back.
Not at all. I'm really not too keen on the ideal of homeschooling him virtually through the standard school system because they're just now being introduced to this way of learning. Whereas there are several different types of curriculums, companies, forms of technologies that have products that they've been doing for years.
Yep.
Right.
So I'm kind of on I'm low key teetering towards for real just homeschooling him and using a trusted
taking over the
system
shit.
that's been doing this shit for some years.
And I want to do that. It's just that I'm not the what do you call it? The
Custodial parent.
custodial parent. There we go. You know what's up,
Well,
nigga.
the word I hate hearing all the time when
Yeah.
I write about something, and
Yeah,
that's the move she uses. When I'm the custodial parent, I'm like, all right, nigga.
I've been through some rocky waters, but it's been smooth sailing for a little bit now. So I you know,
Do y'all get to video chat?
my daughter calls me whenever she wants to, and I call her whenever I want to. Most of the time, my baby mom don't even answer the phone. She just gives it to my daughter, and that's it. So, but I mean, we have a great relationship, and that's can be a whole nother episode. But I don't. As far as right now, what my daughter's doing, she's virtual right now. She started last Wednesday, and she told me like mid September they're gonna. That's when they're supposed to go back to school. As far as this virtual shit, I don't know. I haven't experienced. I've only experienced it through my job, which is a very close experience because we've been working from home since March.
Yeah.
So everything we've been doing, I've been doing from home, and I love it. And it's like, so y'all telling me, like, I'm waking up early every day, stressing, going and have to put on a
Suit
happy
or
face
whatever.
and shit, like all that type of shit. And I could have been doing this same shit from my house and being just as productive.
I've been working
Um,
home for 10 years.
And that shit is
You remember
lovely.
them days.
And I'm so like, I ain't gonna lie, like I'm not rooting for this shit to get going on.
But you kind
But
of
once it end, I'm gonna be like, fuck. So y'all want us to come back
Come
into
back.
the office?
But listen though,
Are
hold
y'all
on.
sure it's safe?
But
Nigga, this
listen.
can be 10 years. Well, not even 10. By 10 years, I'll be way out of that shit. I'm by 2022 at the latest, I'm out that bitch.
See, you done
I
got a
know
taste
that.
of kind of like that other way.
Freedom.
Yeah.
Right. And once you get that, you like, oh no. See, that's what I started working from home about 10 years ago. And then I went from working at home for companies to working at home for myself for companies to just working for myself at home. Cause
Well,
I
you
got
just
a
gotta
taste
get the work done. That's it.
it just started like, oh no,
ain't got no
I want
hours.
this way. No, not now. Yeah.
You
So,
just get what you
just-
just
you
need
just
to get
execute
done. What you need
projects.
to get done.
mm-hmm.
But
Knock out
I haven't been going to work, so I've been enjoying this freedom.
Nigga said I just been at the house.
He just
I
been
just been
sleeping,
at the house, sleep
wake up whenever you want to,
whenever I want to.
eat whatever your ass want to.
My boss called me today, asked me did I want to come back to work. I don't know.
Hell no.
I'm like, come back where?
Hey, I fucked you up. I said, let me talk to my doctor, see what my doctor recommends.
You said, nigga, you still sick? Should be dead by now, bro. Yeah.
Nigga, I ain't never coming back, nigga. To this,
Whatever
to this
you had,
unemployment
you been sick
runs out.
long enough.
Chomp.
Like,
'Cause-
niggas still ain't diagnosed and shit yet.
You get used to work. It'll be like 3 p.m. and 3 a.m. be the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday and fucking Wednesday be the same goddamn day now.
It depends on what I got to do the next day.
True, but I'm saying like when you ain't gotta.
Cause
when
I
you-
still got somewhat of the schedule. It's like I still gotta be on Zoom meetings with clients at a certain time, and I still gotta have the company meetings and all
Okay,
that
so
type
yeah,
of
you,
shit.
but the good thing about that is you know what day of the week it is. You don't lose track.
Yeah.
'Cause
Well, I
know-
still do. They
You can
send me
lose
the
track.
invites, and it'll be like, oh, you got this coming up in 15 minutes. I'm in this hole. I got this leopard robe that I didn't buy myself. It was gifted to me. And so
Leopard.
I wear that hoe because it's
Okay.
very warm.
Right.
And it's very hot in Texas.
Do you feel dapper? Do you feel player in it?
Is
You
that
said it's
the,
a robe,
is that the
right?
leopard robe
My-
you had in the video?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I seen this shit yesterday. I was like,
My-
yeah, this nigga think he cool.
Oh,
mom-
okay.
I
okay.
screenshot this nigga.
My mom and sister call it my player robe.
See,
And
we speak the language. I want to see it now.
and like it's cool, and that's the only robe I've ever worn, and like I don't even fuck with robes like that, and I literally only fuck with it because it's like, all right, when I get up, I ain't gotta put shit on except for this robe, and I'm gonna be good.
See why niggas.
So
be
that's what I'm gonna do.
The thing, when I seen the first time I seen you in your video wearing that robe, all I could think of was Hugh Hefner. I'm like, this nigga think he cool.
That
Nigga had his hair down and shit.
and I didn't even wear like I just started wearing it all like that when I got here in the video. That was probably the second or third time that I've ever worn that hoe in life, and I probably had it about a year before that. So it's not like I was just I got it and I was like, oh yeah, this shit finna be played. I was just like, all right. For the most part, I like on some nigga shit. I use that hoe as a the dry off towel. Like, on some just like single nigga shit. Yeah, with a whole roll. Nigga wiping his nuts with the sleeve and shit. Like, on some real nigga shit. So I didn't always look at it as the same, but now, like,
Okay.
The
I'm
reason why I'm
here.
laughing so hard, cause I do that shit too. Nigga be in there with the robe.
yeah,
Oh my.
I'm getting dry. That's all I need. That's all I need.
And I throw that hoe right in the dry.
We not finna make this complicated at all.
Oh man.
Hell
See,
no.
you just see some fabric. Dry your ass
It's
off.
fabric, and I'm like, okay.
It's
I
gen-
don't think
it's gentle
I don't think
on my
I've used that
skin
too
and
many
shit.
places where I wouldn't feel comfortable wiping my dick with
Yeah.
it. So let's go ahead and grab that, and we gonna be good. Like shit, that's it. But I mean, now I kind of wear that hoe every morning, and not on some like I look player. But it's
It's
when I walk out my
comfortable.
room, it's the bathroom mirror right there.
Yeah.
So I see myself, and I've been since the quarantine, a nigga been doing a little bit more self care and been working out a little bit.
Yeah,
So,
that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be loving on yourself.
I went from like a skinny ass nigga to like, all right, this nigga Mike can beat somebody up.
Yeah.
Maybe, if he get mad enough, he take a nigga down.
I got 3 robes.
Nigga got 3 nigga in this
I
house.
got a comic book one. I got a
Nigga got
You might as well get it.
a Coach one.
You
I
got
don't
it.
wear the Coach one though.
Do you have
got a
kimono?
pipe?
Nah.
Okay, you
You
just
got-
seem like you would have one now since you done got
What?
like an assortment of robes.
I might look
This
into
thing
it.
has,
I
like-
might fuck around and
This
give me a
nigga got
kimono now.
choices.
3, yeah, right.
He don't just wake up and throw the robe.
I'm
He
like, I'm iffy with one.
one
This
do
nigga
I
got
want?
like, how do I feel today?
no, and then you did you say
Nigga.
Coach at
Yeah.
that, and it's a
The
Coach
desi-
robe.
The designer was one when I finna get some cat. I'm like, all right,
Oh my
Like,
God.
let me
go ahead and throw
and
this
throw-
one on.
This motherfucker.
See, you different than me. I don't wear that hoe around nobody but me. Like, and that's the only time for people to see it was when in that video, and even in the video I had on jeans. Like when I be wearing that hoe here, it's like, I mean, it depends on what day it is. Sometimes I have on shorts. Sometimes I be fucking butt ass naked. Sometimes I just have on drawers and a t-shirt. Oh, look, bro, I've thought about this all my life. All right. So when you get undressed, like to take a shower, do you take your shirt off before you take your jeans off?
Ooh,
I don't know.
ooh,
Because I do. Because I don't like seeing myself
I don't know. I ain't
and
never
just a
put no thought
t-shirt
to
and
that
some
shit.
drawers. I'm like, hey, you bitch ass nigga.
I get on to my son about taking out his pants and shit first, cause I'm like, don't just walk in here in a goddamn shirt. I don't want to see that shit.
Nigga, you look like you got an
You said
overnight
it.
bag in this hoe. Take your goddamn shirt off first. And like I had to catch myself with my daughter. I'd be like, it's a girl. I can't just be like, why are you taking your pants out first?
Yeah.
I can't say that because she gonna be like,
She gonna be
nigga,
confused
what?
and shit.
the fuck are you talking about? But like, yeah, nah, I had like, it's a ritual, and even if I do forget, I'll be like, oh yeah,
I think I
nigga,
take
you
my
fucked
shirt
up
off
right
first.
now, or
I think
either
I take
like,
my shirt off first. You never know, some shit could happen.
I'm not trying to get caught in this hoe looking like Winnie the Pooh.
Oh my God, you using that right?
I am
Yeah.
not. I am not. at
for
all.
Winnie the
That,
Pooh.
you know what that take me back to? Thinking about
Oh
when we
my
were wearing
God.
tall tees and shit.
Nigga.
Dress. Oh
And my mom was smart because she was like, "You're not getting no fucking tall tee." And I tried so hard, and I was like, "But I can buy it myself." She was like, "You're not gonna wear it with me."
I know that's right.
And now that I look back on it, I'm like, "Yeah, that was stupid."
You see how they look?
You were around when I was wearing tall
That
tees.
was
Yeah.
I was pretty much
stupid.
I was pretty much Statos of the tall tees. I
And
had
the
them
same
in every-
niggas that was wearing tall tees, it's like, these niggas walk around in skinny jeans and these motherfucking
Mm-hmm.
blouses and shit. Nigga, you had on a whole shirt dress.
Hey,
Fuck out of here.
hey, I remember one time I was trying to get some pussy and I took off my pants and I had on the tall tee. I had to be like 18,
You didn't
19.
get no. I hope you didn't get no pussy, bro. I hope you didn't get
It
no.
worked
I ain't
out.
no hating ass nigga.
It
but
worked out. It worked
Ain't
out.
no man
Well,
should
that
be
sound
seen
like some hating
with
ass.
no.
I ain't no hating ass
with-
nigga, but I hope you ain't getting no pussy.
Like, yeah, it sound like that, cause like, yeah,
The
I mean,
motherfucker- the
cause
motherfucker-
I say that because if I did that and the chick was like, "Oh, you looking real silly right now," you gotta try this another time. Be like, "Oh shit,
you is not gonna be able to.
dude
Hey.
look Arabian as fuck."
Hey, them motherfucking
with
TV
no
was
headband.
long. Then I had like a 3X. I was like a 1X wearing a 3X and shit. That t-shirt was
Shit was
big
damn
as
near
fuck.
at your knees.
Swallowing you. That's
You could have wore that hoe to school and it would have met the requirements.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have had to
Motherfuckers
like
wear,
put your hands down next to your side.
3
Yeah.
layers of shirts and
Too
shit.
big.
That shit used to be hot as fuck. That's why I always tell my
Undershirt.
kids.
That's a lot of fabric, of course.
undershirt,
That's why I always
the
tell my
t-shirt.
kids, my generation was the wildest generation. We wear shorts.
We wore the dumbest shit.
Yeah, we
Under
wore pants with shorts and underwears.
You know how long I did that shit for?
I did it for years.
Draws, gym shorts, and then jeans.
Oh, I hate those. Why do they still do
I'm
that?
talking about in the
Well, not
middle of
jeans,
the
but-
summer.
But with shorts.
I'm talking about I
Oh,
got
with
gym
jeans?
I got gym shorts on every time I wear
Why?
clothes
Why?
like
Why
like
didn't you just wear
draws.
drawers and jeans?
We don't know. We don't
I have no
fucking
idea.
know. We don't fucking know.
Oh, God.
Confused back then.
Because right now, depending on where I'm going, I might not even wear drawers.
yeah.
So
Right,
it's
right.
like,
Hey, could you
nigga,
imagine?
drawers, shorts, and nigga, if I wore that
sounds
shit
hot.
now,
I can't even imagine wearing
Hey,
that
I'll
shit
be
now.
so mad. I'll be so fucking mad at myself. Look,
I don't
nigga,
like
Hey,
you
wearing,
out
I barely
here.
like wearing clothes.
and all this
so
hot
hell
shit.
No.
Hey, I did that shit the other day and got mad as fuck.
You should.
Why
be
would
mad
you
also.
do that?
Okay.
Okay, this is how it played out.
You had to be in a rush.
Yeah, I was on I had on my pajamas and
But
I had
just,
underwear.
why not just wear your shorts?
This is what I'm finna
You
get
have
to.
some wild ass shorts.
All right, so I'm walking out the house and my girl was
Nigga had
like,
on some
"Where you going with them slut ass pants on?"
Daisy Daves.
Nah.
Not Daisy.
My girl was like, "Where
Daisy
you going
Dukes.
out with these slut ass pants?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "You gonna go
Oh,
out
so
dressed
nigga
like
was
that?"
trying to avoid a problem. Nigga was fed up basically, so he was like, "Man, fuck it. All right, shit."
So I pulled. I was
Okay,
like,
I
Did
feel
she
you.
say little ass or slut ass?
"Slut ass pants."
Oh, she said it.
So I was like,
I
what
mean,
you
but
talking
short
about?
pants is the thing.
Oh.
But like, I mean, I'm not going too short. I've seen some.
They
shit that
wasn't
it's
even
like,
really short. They were like Dragon Ball Z shorts and shit. Like it wasn't no fancy shit
I
at
ain't gonna
all.
lie, bro.
But
You
she
mean
can
Dragon
talk
Ball
about.
Z, like,
I'm
style or the
lame
print?
and I'm a nerd, but I just don't watch anime like that, bro.
Oh, really? Okay.
I am the epitome of a nigga that should watch anime, but I don't. But go ahead, continue. I don't know how short Dragon Ball Z shorts is. That's all I was trying to say.
They were right above my knee.
Oh,
That's what I
it's
was
no.
asking.
what-
Are they like Dragon Ball Z, like the print was on it, or
Yeah.
like they were a style that was worn on the show?
It was a style worn on the show. It was the prints all on the Dragon Ball Z logo.
It was regular. It's a
Okay.
Dragon Ball Z is a cartoon. It wasn't the
Right.
style worn on the show because it was a cartoon.
I know it's a cartoon, but I was just wondering, like,
but
so they were
niggas gonna
hooping
say
shorts
like,
with
yeah, these are shorts
Dragon
from
Ball
the
Z,
cartoon.
or was they like the shorts and niggas on Dragon
So-
Ball Z wore?
I'm walking out the house. I'm thinking I'm finna go to the store, back a quick stop, come back, and it's done. She's like, "Where you going with some slutty ass pants on?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
I've been wearing these hoes all day.
Yeah, I be wearing them all day around the house and shit.
I've been the
Talk
perfect
about
gentleman. Now I want to go outside. I'm a slut.
Talk about, I can see your dick in your ass. I was like, "What are you talking about?" I was like,
Cover
Stop-
that shit up.
Stop being nasty.
so I
Cover
put
that
on
shit up.
pants and shit.
Because women is out there being nasty.
So I
I
put
mean,
on
but
pants.
women wear tights every day.
Yeah.
Well, okay, and
Women's, but that's the thing. Also,
does your
that makes
woman
it
go out
different.
and wear the tights and shit?
No, not unless we going to the gym. But still, I
Okay.
said, all right. So I put the pants on and shit.
Funny.
I put the pants on. I went to Walmart, and I remember how fucking hot I was. I was like,
you
man,
was
I'm
going
hot
to
as
Walmart?
fuck. Yeah. Like, I'm hot as fuck in these pants. Like, shit, what the fuck am I doing this shit?
That's like the club. So I feel on like, did she know you was going to Walmart?
Oh hell no.
She sent me to Walmart.
I would told you the same thing. Put on the
What kind of
clothes.
shit is... Alright.
She knew what was going. Everybody at Walmart.
That's-
She ain't want no shit advertising out there.
Motherfucking Cirque in 2011. Nigga, you better you know what's going on. Both
But
y'all niggas remember
I
Cirque.
was, Circle. Shit, I got kicked out of Circle.
I think I'm younger than both of y'all too, huh?
Nah, not by much. Nigga, you old. I'm only
I mean, yeah.
I'm
I mean,
only 2 years older than you.
we went to high school together, so I thought you was 1 year older. But I know we not that much older, but
I
like
got kicked out of Circle like 2 or 3 times.
I
Of
saw
what?
Cirque.
in Cirque.
Club Cirque
You
downtown.
don't remember Cirque?
Oh. No, I wasn't like allowed.
Oh,
out
you was in
alive.
Irving.
No, I
That's
knew
right.
about it, but
no,
I just
no,
wasn't.
but you was in. You knew about it,
I
but you
knew
was
about.
in
Okay,
Irving.
I had to think about. Okay.
Irving, that's
Not
what you
the
had to think
party
about.
girl.
Yeah.
Uh,
See, you know,
that's cute to
in
say.
the, in
but
the
I
city,
wouldn't say that, though.
you know, we went to clubs and stuff.
I went to clubs in the city also.
What clubs did you go to?
I don't go to clubs anymore. I'm a homebody.
No, not, I said did.
I mean, I went to Blue. I went to Nairobi's. I went to
DMX?
huh?
DMX.
DMX like a motherfucker.
I'd never been there before, bro.
That's where I met her.
That was my spot.
And I to this day, I'm like, I'm gonna go there. I don't care how old I am.
It's still there. It's
Is it
still open.
there?
I don't know.
He's like, I'm gonna
If
go
it
there.
I'm like,
Everything's like,
damn. Really?
whoa! I'll walk
No,
up in that bitch.
No, not right now. Like,
You know, they
yeah.
used to do the little circle. I like any.
But
like,
you know, on the if you stayed up late at night, after Flavor TV, they have the DMX TV,
Man,
oh.
and you would get to just see everything that was going on in DMX, and that was
that
that
shaking
was
ass.
damn near like
Shout out to
the
Waterfall on
motherfucking
that.
Girls Gone Round commercials that came on after that. So yes, nigga, I was there for all of that shit, and I was like, I gotta go here.
You ever, if you
But I
ever
never
seen,
had
if
no
you ever
fr-
seen a gigantic, ginormous one win? That was my girl Waterfall. Another plug.
I probably
Shameless
saw it.
plug.
I watch that shit faithfully every Saturday. Like, but I've always I've either had non-Hispanic friends, and they was like, I'm not interested in going there, or either I had Hispanic friends that was like, I'm so sick of that hoe. And then the one time that I wanted to go and that we actually went there, niggas said was shooting that hoe up.
Oh,
So
damn.
we had to turn around, and I was like,
You had to have it. Damn, that sucks. DMX is one of them places like, DMX is like one of them places that, like Jamie's,
you
like
discover it, and it's
Steppers.
like, I
Those
don't know
are
nothing
clubs
about
I'm
all
going
of
back
them.
to like a while back.
Yeah, I don't know nothing. That was on the what is it called? In no clip. GG's.
Ooh, GG's. Yep, that was one. Now,
I got jumped at GG's one time.
them hole in the wall spots, them the spots that I would really be pulling up to out in South Dallas or out in Oak Cliff, just out, yeah. Blues Palace out in the South.
Never that.
I remember what. Okay.
What happened at GG's? What the hell happened?
No, Blues Palace. When I was actually old enough to actually get in there, I was not having a good time with her at all.
Never old enough to get in that bitch.
I don't think
I wouldn't
anybody
my
was ever.
I want my mama in there.
like,
All right.
I just feel
That's
like
how I
that
went
hoe
with my
is
homegirl
so
mama.
Illegal, yeah, cause it's like I heard and I never been there, but I heard that's the first club I've ever heard about, and I've heard about it from so many different age groups, and I'm just like,
I got
Alright, it's
pussy
some
ass
shit
drunk
going
with my
on
mama.
here.
I was
And you didn't have a
embarrassed.
good time?
that's probably the
That's
only
the reason
club.
why me and my sister went, and we sat in the corner and made fun of people all night and drink. That's all we did.
Because there was some shit to laugh at. I know you
Oh.
seen some shit over
Oh.
there. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it be some shit over there. It be
Niggas
folks-
had camera phones then.
This was when I first got out of jail, so that was like my first experience of having fun after being locked up for 6 months.
Oh, you should have had a fucking blast then, nigga. Out.
Thug ass nigga. This is my first time. How old was you? Nigga was 6 in this hole. It's my first time getting out of jail. Damn, nigga.
I was on a mission, man.
Just got through potty training. They let me out. I said I gotta get into a real good kindergarten and get my life together. K2 is the road for me. Nah, man, but go ahead, what happened?
What happened? It was my auntie's birthday party, and we just sat in the corner. Everybody was in that bitch, old as fuck. Jesus Christ.
That whole fucking around still be open.
It probably
I don't
still
even know.
is. It probably still is.
Nigga.
What other club I used to like going to? It used to be this little African club in Addison. I just can't think of the name of it.
What was it called?
I know what you're talking about. It wasn't Heroes.
Nah. Heroes is over there by 75. That was
I was
Yeah, it's
like,
not there
like,
no
no.
more.
that's knocked down. Heroes my shit too.
Shit.
Just go there
nigga.
get fish sandwiches with the Jamaicans.
What was the name of the? I feel like I know which one you're
I
talking
know.
about.
I know.
Okay,
I
there
know
was.
exactly which one you're talking about, but
Cause me, Dorian and them used to always kick it there. I just can't think of the name of it. It's closed now when I drive by it.
we'll figure that shit out. Fuck it. But changing subjects. I saw this post today, and
Oh shit!
you know, he's been tested, y'all. So, you know, nigga ain't got the shit.
It ain't
Nigga
the
just-
Rona.
But no, I'm playing. But
I caught today and I had my mask on. This white one looking. I'm like, bitch, I got my mask on. What the fuck is wrong?
I ain't coughed outside of smoking in so long.
Yeah.
You be self conscious of that shit now.
If I cough in the house, I'd be like,
Yeah. I told you,
It was just stupid. It's
I
like,
told you, I
shit,
damn
nigga,
near
you already
40
got
one
that.
time, trying to hold a cough in and shit. Like,
nigga looking like the white kid
Yeah.
in the meme. Y'all don't know.
yeah, I know you
what
talking about
I'm
the little white kid with the veins in his face and shit.
That was my whole college career. Nigga trying not to cough and being that old, just like, I just coughed 80 times. But anyway, so I saw this post today. It was talking about older women having sex with younger boys.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just post about this 18-year-old having
With
sex
the
with
12-year-old.
12-year-old.
Yeah, I seen that shit.
And it was a post in this group that I'm in, and the chick was like, you know, first before we address the problem of that just being wrong, we got to address men acting like that's a badge of honor.
It ain't.
Even, well, my thing is, even if we act like that, we all knew the chick that was like, oh no, nigga, I can't fuck with you because I'm fucking with older niggas.
Yeah, we all do that.
So, go ahead.
Why you say that?
No, because I want to hear, not to be like, I know she gonna say some, but no, because I legitimately
I didn't think about.
wanna.
Well, I mean, I never really just was like bougie because I talked to older niggas. It was at one point in time that's just kind of who I connected with. Now, no, I prefer for you to be around my age. or
But I'm
younger.
talking about, as far as like in high school,
in high school. Okay, I did talk, but he was like a big he was a nerd, and I wasn't really popular like that.
How much
So
older?
I was a freshman and he was a senior.
So
We talking about like older men,
at
like
least
30.
about 2 to
So I
3.
was 14, and there was a 30-year-old that tried to shoot at me, but I never really. But I told him, I tell motherfuckers
Right.
like, no, I didn't.
That
Like,
shit's
I
like
didn't. I knew that wasn't right, so I didn't let like older niggas. Now I had homegirls that did talk to older men.
that's what I was. Yeah, and that's why I was like, I want to hear your opinion, not to say that I know she's probably gonna be on the shit. Like people behave differently. People have different stories
I'm
and
gonna
they do
say
things for
this:
different reasons.
when it's a situation like that, and y'all going in that age difference, it's they just really done got into a little girl head. They done got that mind
Yeah.
control over her.
Mhm.
So she thinks that she's in a prestigious position, but she's really being manipulated and taken advantage of.
Right, and that's exactly how I feel, and I feel like that both ways,
I,
and I don't think that shit even has an age on it.
I have a close friend who they found out who the daddy was, and it was the older nigga that fucking raped her. So I wasn't even trying to go that hard with this, but like,
No, yeah. I mean, it's
Yeah.
what's sad is that like I mean, most of us have stories like
These
that or
niggas-
know a story like that.
yeah. So when I see shit like that, I just be just that should take me. That goes on so much. I want to say everywhere, but it's just something that I have about old Southern men that you can kind of see. Now, every one of them don't have that snake in them, but you can see some that predator. You can
How they
see
move,
that
yeah.
shit in their
Yeah.
ass,
Yep.
and especially doing what I do, motherfuckers unveil themselves to me.
Oh
I
yeah,
s- you know what I'm saying?
like
So
just like we were saying earlier, niggas is stupid. I can definitely agree with that. Like I don't have no problem with not and to the point it's like we can't function in society, obviously. But we definitely do things
I mean,
different than women.
I'm talking about the ones that will go after young.
But that's
That
what I'm
age
saying.
difference.
But the thing is, it's like now it's to the point to where it's like everybody's being held accountable for everything.
Right.
So it's like men be like all women and women be like all men, and it's just like it ain't all nobody.
No, I mean, yeah, you
But
shouldn't
It's a
generalize
us,
it like
it's
that.
a us problem.
Right.
Right, but
It's not-
but I can definitely say as far as being black in America, there's a very small percentage that hasn't lived a similar life to the rest of the black Americans. You know, and they are black Americans.
That's true.
So it's like it's not like you unfamiliar with the subject. You just may feel different, and you feeling different just comes from your different experiences.
Absolutely.
That doesn't your experience doesn't make you right just because you experienced it. You know, it's it's some people that you know they fuck with older person younger, and now they're at the older age now, and they in their head it's just like I like older people.
Now, when it's a reasonable as adults, that's understood.
Right, but it's not. I don't think it's
I've never been a fan of it.
too.
Even when I was even in high school.
I
Wasn't
don't.
a fan of that shit.
I don't
Because
think
there's
it's
a
too
difference
fair.
between an 18-year-old and a 12-year-old. The mentality, what you're thinking of. You're not a.
Right.
You now when you're adults, you're able to.
Right, yeah. With
Yeah.
25 and 35, like that's
Right,
different.
that's
than
okay.
Fucking
Yeah.
18 or
20 and 10.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's a
Shit.
completely different situation.
Mhm.
And so, but that's like there's that vulnerable age where it's like that gap isn't that big. And I
Right.
think
That's true.
predators on both sides prey on that. And it's just like some people turn out to where it's like, oh, that shit wasn't right.
Yeah.
And some people, what the fuck do I keep hearing?
This is fucking shit.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hey, it's true.
Yeah. I'm just like shit. But there's a difference, you know, between feeling like that and then some people may turn out to feel like, well, you know, I just like older people. You know what I'm saying? And not even, realizing that that came from that. And at the same time, it's like if a motherfucker is sane, then you ain't
But
got too much to shake.
but we've talked about that predatory shit before. That's why I felt how I felt about that August situation. I felt like that was some predatory shit, and it doesn't have to do with age at
Mhm.
all. Sometimes a person can be in a bad mental place, and you see that shit, and the motherfucker will prey on that.
Yeah, it has something to do with the type of person you are.
So
And I mean, the major difference is women are more expressive than men.
Well,
So you're gonna be obviously you're gonna be able to see that uh, more in women than men.
yeah, 'cause we told not to say anything.
Exactly. So it's gonna be out. It's gonna be outweighed.
and it happens a lot more. Well, I'm not gonna say number wise, but it happens a lot with boys and men, males, and people want to even discuss or bring up.
Yeah. Yeah.
If 100 men come out and say they was molested at one point, I'm pretty sure it's millions and thousands
Yeah,
that's been.
yeah.
And the thing is, it's like what sucks. I'm good. What sucks is like it's really all of us.
Hmm.
And it's like, goddamn, we sitting up here mad at each other about some shit
Some shit we both can fix instead of
that
pointing the finger.
we both went through. We just have different perspectives, and it's like we gonna have different perspectives because we're different people.
Yeah.
Period.
But to even speak on some shit I spoke on not too long ago, I was molested as a kid. But if I tell this story to whoever I feel like telling it to, it's always a different reaction. If I say it to,
Especially
if I say,
you was on the receiving end of some shit, like if you was molested by a woman.
that's what it was. But if I tell a homie that shit, he be like, man, get the fuck out of here with this shit, man.
I mean, because in our heads now, we would be like,
That's
Of
something that's
course.
supposed to be glorified.
yeah. And that's
Yeah,
why I
it
was
really
like,
ain't.
when
But
when
you-
the posting was
You was
like,
a child. You didn't ask to engage in this.
yeah,
Yeah,
you were just taught to think that that was cool.
people normalized it.
Cause you want to tell. It's not like it happened and you was just going to tell everybody, unless you knew somebody else that has been through that situation.
I thought I was the only person in the world going through this
Yeah,
shit.
until somebody else, and then they talk about it as far as like, I fucked this older chick, and it's like y'all in this whole like fucking 15 and shit,
Yeah.
and the older chick is like 18.
Nah, my older chick was 30 when I was 17. I told you about the shit with the nigga
Yeah,
came
yeah,
up
yeah.
to the school looking for me and shit. It wasn't supposed to happen. I told you she sent me a message trying to talk and shit like we cool and shit because she found me on Facebook and shit. I blocked her ass.
Wow.
I know that had to be weird as fuck.
It was weird as fuck. Like, I was 15, 16 when I first started talking to her, and it didn't end to my damn near senior year in high school. So, she was being a predator on me for like 2 or 3 years. And I was in my teens, and she was almost 30. And she just kept it going. And when she hit me up, I didn't have much to say to her. I was like, okay, well, I'm good.
You fucking what? 17? What you say? 15?
From 15 to 17.
You
She was still a
fucking kid.
yeah. But she don't feel like she was wrong. Her when I mentioned that to her, she was like, well, I was in love. I'm like, oh, okay. I was a kid.
Right.
What did I
Like,
have? What did I have?
R. Kelly saying the same shit.
Yeah.
This is what they wanted. Like they knew what they was getting into. Like we
No.
had an understanding.
You got in their head.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
made sense to them.
And
So they
Cause
went
they're
with
fucking
it.
kids.
Exactly. And you know what?
That's why there's a difference
That
between that age and then 25 and 35.
Yeah, that's the
see
difference.
that age. Interesting that like my sister came to stay with me for the first time ever these last 3 weeks. Um, after my father passed in November, so she's had to go through her own experiences. But what I'm going trying to get at is she's 14, and I haven't really. I've been around teenage girls, but I haven't necessarily been this deep
Oh,
with.
they're fucking weird. I have a 17-year-old niece that I've been with my entire life, and that's pretty much like my daughter. And I also have an actual daughter that's 7. So I've
Oh, my
seen
son's 7.
all like I've seen all those phases, and they are weird.
Well, I'm just saying though, like just to see the softness and the how easily just the sponge, how easily they'll
Yeah.
soak in anything.
Exactly.
And
That's
to,
why I
for
say
somebody
it's
like that
kind
to
of
come
weird.
in, I can see how, of course, you could just easily. I mean, I've been a young girl, but just to also kind of have it being brought to me,
As an adult,
right,
Yeah.
seeing it again from another perspective, like,
And
oh
it's
my
like-
god,
it's in a different format now.
Yeah.
Like,
right,
And you realize like I was okay with a lot of shit that I shouldn't have
Shouldn't
been
have been okay with.
with.
Cause when that shit was going on, everybody in B we was just chalking it up to I'm getting a little money and a little pussy. So, but now that look at that shit nasty as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean honestly I feel like that's what it is on both sides because like um the the shit that people got a problem with it was learned from somewhere,
Yeah, it's a learned behavior.
you know.
So who did they learn that shit from?
So it's just like the same way we felt with our parents as far as like this ain't right. And it's
Right.
like, you know, we could only go so far. You're not like limiting ourselves or anything like that. Um well, you know, as far as things take time. So we may have kids before we're able to be all the way there. So they'll still find the faults that we still have, and then they'll grow from that just like we did with our parents. Because I know it's a lot of things, even like to this to this day. Like, but me and my mom get into it because I'm just like that's how you feel. Like I don't feel like that, and that's okay. And I'm not gonna do that because I pay all my bills and I pay some of yours too. So
I'm being
I mean,
productive, so let me be who I
yeah,
am.
like at the least, and I'm not even asking for nothing because you've done enough. I'm just asking for you let me be me. And I had told my mom was like, yeah, probably about this time next year I probably won't even be working a job. And she was like, why would you say that?
Same,
And I was like, why wouldn't I say that?
Right.
The fuck you mean?
same conversation I had with my girl. I said I don't want to keep working for people and shit. I
don't.
made enough people rich. It's time to make myself rich now.
You're absolutely
Right.
correct. That's what you're supposed. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the job, but what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to use that information that you gain, the skills that you gain throughout all these experiences,
Yeah.
through whatever venture it is that you do, whether it's a job or a project that you work on, and you take all of that and put it into your fucking self at some point.
You got
Yeah.
to. Because the way I feel, it's like I've been too good at life to not benefit from that shit. Like, you saying, like, I made money for other niggas. Whether it be through working a 9 to 5 or through music. Like, I put in enough work to where I know that I'm capable of doing what I need to do, and not know that because I've known that since the beginning, or I wouldn't have got here. But actually have the resources, and I know that I'm on track to do that shit. And to hear somebody like doubt that shit, and it's somebody that you've actually learned some positive shit from, It's just like annoying as hell.
Well,
It's
that's
weird.
how.
It's weird hearing that shit from my mama. My mom been an entrepreneur since forever.
Oh, she's opposed to entrepreneurship now. But see, you gotta y'all both gotta keep in mind these two people that have these certain positions in your life are coming from their own level of success, their own experience. Maybe it might be a lack of it, so it's unknown and a fear like that's not going to work because the existence of the success doesn't exist in her head. And hers might be because she just reached a certain point within her success and didn't necessarily get to where she may have wanted to get to. And the way they trying to low key protect y'all is from coming from that state of mind, but it's not right. I'm not
Right.
saying it's okay.
Not for them to project that
you
on
should,
us.
Yeah.
right? You should encourage them to be entrepreneurs, but you have to understand that's how this journey is going to go. There's going to be more people who you thought that was for you that are not going to support you.
I see that now.
There's going to be,
Yeah, and
okay,
that's
I've
why
been seeing that for
that's why
years.
I'm like, yeah, that's why I be trying to get my
Years.
mom to know. It's like you
Years.
taught me how to move.
So let
So
me move.
with you questioning how I move, it's like it's really like you questioning yourself. Like what? Yes, of course, I know this is what I'm doing, and cause you told me that. It's not like I'm getting upset about some shit that you told me for the first time. Like you told me this all my life, and then now in the situation to where just because I don't want to come over and go to the store for you now, I must have money problems because it's nothing. You should have the gas and the time to come up. And it's like, no, I
Right.
don't want to do
But
it.
you know what? You got to kind of start being able to set boundaries for yourself and taking yourself away from that phone call, or maybe not answering it every time, or
See, this is the thing.
But-
I treat my mom. If I treated my friends like I treat my mom, I probably wouldn't have any friends.
okay,
Um,
you treat your mom bad. Is what you're saying?
Not bad, but we have
So y'all,
several different chats. We have just between me and her, and then we have me, her, and my sister, and we have me, her, my sister, and my niece. Um, I two out of those that I just named are on silent.
feel that? I feel that. I feel that. Yeah, you got to.
and
You got to.
It's
I
like
put my shit on do not disturb like a.
because I'll see it when I see it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the amount of times that my friends, what's crazy is like my friends is like, I'm not scared of my mom, but they know that I respect my mom. But then I'll say things and my friends be like, why would you talk to her like that? And I'll just be like, you don't know. You don't know. You're not here. You don't understand. They be like, but it's your mom, and sometimes you got. It's like, man, I'll talk to you later. 'Cause this
Like, man,
shit,
get
like
your bitch
I
ass
am.
off
Oh
my
my,
phone.
you don't know. You dealing with this third party right now, and it's like I haven't hung up in nobody's face more than my mother.
Oh shit. Okay, so you already set that boundary with them.
That's my issue. My mom was just like, ha ha, fucking little ass
Well, when my
boundary.
mama come with them, with
Nigga
them-
want to hang
Fuck
up
them
in
little
my
ass
face.
boundaries.
when my mama
I
come
see
with
you
that
tomorrow.
shit- True, but when my mom come with that shit, like now how I'm with her, I don't say shit. I just let her sit in it. I
Yeah.
don't respond to it. Then
Yeah.
you just kind of sitting there looking stupid in
I had
silence.
to, I had to
Look.
learn how to do that shit.
You
It's,
have
it's
to.
hard.
It's hard.
Especially if you come,
It's
especially
hard.
if y'all used to being reactive towards each other.
Yeah, yeah.
Because we trust.
Cause
we
it,
done,
it
I
was
done
my
learned
mama.
to-
Whenever my mama
Woo.
cried, I cried.
Man, say.
Now my mom literally sent a picture of her crying and was like, "Y'all hurt my feelings." And my response wasn't like, "Oh, mom, I'm sorry." My response was like, "Why would you send that? Why would you send that to us? We don't want to see that." Like you obviously like trying to be manipulative, and like I really was just like, I know I might catch hell for this shit, but fuck it, that shit was just, it made me upset. It's like, I'm I'm okay with crying, but like
not finna manipulate.
Come on, you're not finna like
Like,
you
I'm
hurt my
old.
feelings.
I'm
and then
old
she,
now. I know
and she
you like
was
that
really
shit.
crying, and
Yeah.
I was like, so you was crying that hard, but you was like, and then took a picture. Like, nah, it wasn't that. I ain't
For
never.
real?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm talking a
That's-
literal picture of my
that's-
mom crying.
That's the most.
That's-
Okay.
Hey,
That's
That's extra.
my mom, but
Really?
I love her to death,
Yeah.
and she is very wise. But she does things, and I'll be like, "You're childish. You're very childish. You should be. We were way too old." That's like, and mom, but you know, it'll be times I can say the same thing, just at different times. And one time my mom may just be like, "Shut up," and the other time my mom may be like, "You out of line." And then that's when my stepdad would be like, "Now, Michael." That's the famous line.
I done been in a situation when mom was crying. I done lit up a cigarette and walked out the room. Like, all right, I ain't got time for this.
I ain't got time for the shit.
I ain't
That's
got
for
time for
anybody.
this. Yeah. Like,
Even
alright.
with my daughter, like I don't go just hard. I don't just be like, "Oh, you crying? Go ahead." And my God, I be like, "Come here, baby. Come here. What's wrong?" And then it be times she'll be like, "No, I don't want to come here. Fuck you." She don't say that, but you know, her attitude be like, "It ain't nothing you can say. I'm just finna cry," and I'll be like, "All right."
Imagine dealing with a
Go cry.
13-year-old with that shit.
Oh yeah, I know.
Oh my God, that is.
And my niece likes me, and I have to be like, say like, calm the fuck down. Like, what's up? And I really like, and whenever she does, when she really gets in trouble, I get like, not group chat text, but like personal texts. It's like, your niece is, I don't know what to do with her. And that's from her mom and my mom. And I'm just like, I don't know either. Like, the fuck? Like, y'all,
I haven't elevated to this pay yet, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Let
and I
me-
just call her and I'll be like, what's going on? And I'll be like, all right, well, you know that, you know, you're going to have to deal with shit until you get on your own. And don't rush to be on your own because that shit ain't fun.
Yeah.
And, you know,
I wish.
you're going to get out of it when you go to college. Go to college, learn some shit. But for right now, you know, this is where you at. I mean, I wish you'd come live with me, but I ain't got time to take you to school every day. I can't take care of you like
Yeah.
that.
I
So,
wish. I wish I could find a nigga that told me that being an adult is cool.
like,
I beat that nigga up right now.
I'll whoop that nigga. Fucking goddamn
this
lying
adult
ass
shit
nigga.
sucks.
I mean, I'm enjoying my life right now, but
It
I'm
still
sorry
sucks.
for you.
It still sucks.
Well, it doesn't suck to the point to where I want to be a kid again.
No, I wouldn't want to be a teen again.
You know what I mean? It's decisions I would want to
I like
redo.
being an adult and playing like
Yeah.
an adult.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
But
Like,
I could go without paying as many as bills as I do.
Well,
right.
That shit sucks.
or could you try to learn to position yourself to have more deposits to cover those withdrawals that's coming?
I mean, that's the only option because it's like it's
Okay.
not it's not
Too
like a
many
nigga
other
just not gonna have no bills. Like
So
that's called
you gotta
being
focus
that's
on
called
making
jail.
more. So I'm saying you can change. You can either look at it, you got too many damn bills in, or oh shit, I need to find a way to make some more deposits
Mhm.
come in. That's how you
Yep.
transition to the entrepreneurial mindset.
That's it. Shit.
Y'all haven't
That's
got
what I
finesse.
did.
Yeah, y'all kids ain't trying to finesse y'all yet.
Shit,
Oh, no.
get your kids to build some shit too.
I
Sell
have a
something.
daughter, bro. I let her finesse me. I give her
Yeah.
opportunities and
Yeah,
see what and
yeah.
see where she's gonna be in life.
He hit me up for V-Bucks like a motherfucker on Fortnite.
Like-
ah,
I always ask them, what you want. That's that's one of the first things I ask my daughter. What you want? What you need? Just to see like what she gonna say.
what she say?
Most of the time she was like, nothing. I was like, you don't want
I
like
can't even
nothing.
get
Like you
that
don't
out
want
of
no
my
toys, no
You
nothing.
feel so bad.
You said what?
Jesus Christ, I can't get that out of my kids.
No, and I be
that's
trying to
sweet,
get her
though.
shit.
Aww.
And she was like, nah, I'm good. And then it'll be shit that she actually want. Like, I was like, what you want for your birthday? She was like, I want a Nintendo Switch. And she was like, it's $200. And I was like, all right. That's what's up. I get that. I look that shit up. That shit damn near $500.
Yeah, my nephew
That shit
trying to find
ain't-
one. He
I was
That
like,
shit
all right.
ain't cheap.
and is it still on back order?
Mhm.
Yeah,
I don't
'cause
even.
you
I
can
ain't
get-
even looked that deep. And oh my
Yeah.
gosh,
Is
shit.
that the? Are you talking about the one that attaches to it, or are you talking about
I
the
don't
other
know.
one? Cause see, my son has the one that doesn't attach to it, but it's
The one that doesn't.
She
attach
gonna
to it, you
want-
can put it on the screen, on your screen, also Bluetooth to the TV.
She gonna want the one
I know he
that
like-
they have on YouTube.
I don't know which one he has.
I
is
don't
the one with the
either.
red and blue switch, or is it the other one? Cause he has the other one.
They have different ones. They have different.
Right.
I didn't
types.
even know they had.
But
They
this-
got the one that can go from like your handheld device to connect to the actual
The-
whatever device. But see, my son don't have that
The
one.
$500 one doesn't need to.
Right.
It's
His
no
doesn't.
docking. It's the one they finna come out with has no docking.
It's
no
the
nothing.
light. Is the light or is it?
I
it's
forgot
one-
what it's
two
called,
of
but
them?
I know they said the new one is gonna come out can Bluetooth to your TV.
Man.
You don't need.
Okay.
Shit.
Ooh, that's why he been talking to me about getting. He been talking about some kind of switch. And I ain't know that there's
Yeah.
gonna be some new
I
switch
know.
coming. Oh, he
Nigga
finna try to
have
hit me up
spend
for some.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Nigga has to spend some
You already
bread.
let me know
I feel
what's coming
just.
up.
But
I
that
feel
ain't
just
even-
how you feel right now.
Hey,
How-
that's
I-
not
Shit.
even the most expensive
I be
one that's
low key
coming
hearing
out.
about this, but they didn't even notice what the.
Google.
But my son
shit.
he be watching this shit about the new
Google
shit.
Oh
has-
yeah, they go.
Google
As
has
soon
a
as it come
platform.
out.
They,
Uh-huh.
they have a platform called Stadium,
Okay.
and
I got a gamer.
basically you can play. If you get this system, you can play your actual games on any type of tablet, phone, or anything. You can use your phone as a controller to the.
But you can do that with the PlayStation.
Yeah, but you can't do it when you're not at home. You have to physically be in your house.
Oh, you're talking about you could be away from the house and you could connect to it.
The games that you buy, you know how
You
like
be in a hotel and still.
Okay. So, I mean, listen,
just
you're coming from the user. I'm coming from the programmer standpoint. So I get what like the simple functionality of it. I get what you're saying though, and why it's wow because you can be in other places and do it.
but just imagine having full capability of the same shit you have at home.
So like somebody could be sitting over here playing, and you could be like wherever else.
You could be in
Y'all could
another
both be
state.
just.
You could be in another state playing.
But that's the same shit you could do by playing connect to
Right.
the internet. You're just not on your phone. Like if I
With
took my
Stadia, I
PlayStation
think-
and went to another state and got on a game, could we not play the same game together?
Right,
That's
right.
different though. You
It's just
physically
another-
It's like
feature.
now you don't have to take your PlayStation.
you don't have to take the
I
PlayStation.
got you.
I get it.
This
I get
nigga
it.
really play games. All right, bro. That's what's up.
I feel
And
it. I
that's-
feel it, but I'm
That's a
still.
$600 system.
That's why the fucking ain't finna be
Yeah,
for me
nah.
right now.
I got a PS3 that holds $70 from the
I
pawn
can
shop.
pack that bitch up right with me and go anywhere I go.
I ain't even going nowhere with that hoe.
ease.
I
They-
play
they
I
tryna
play
chalk
Grand
it up
Theft
to
Auto
being,
for an hour every day, and that's it.
They trying to
That's
chalk
my-
it up to being as good as a computer, but I be like, okay,
No.
we'll just get a computer.
Right. You're still gonna compete with PC.
Yeah.
You're not a PC. You got.
I mean,
Yes.
but I can honestly say a system is a lot more convenient.
Yeah.
For somebody that uses both my TV and my computer a lot.
See, I use my TV as a computer too, so I see what you're saying, like how it works
It's-
with that.
Right. So it's like sometimes I might want to watch TV.
Dreamcast is coming back out too.
I saw
What?
that shit, nigga.
For real?
Dreamcast
What-
is my
what?
shit.
Oh
They
shit.
rebooting all of their Sega games.
Dreamcast is my shit.
So
Oh, okay. That's
Oh my
exciting.
god. I'm getting that hoe. Like it's the new Jordans. I don't care what it is. I just need to know the price so I can save up. But
Oh, sorry.
I saw that shit on Facebook.
I can.
Nigga. I'm trying to I was cold at 2K at one point in time.
they rebooting all of their shit too.
And then other system came out. But a nigga can't hold me on Dreamcast 2K, the original shit.
That shit gonna be fly as fuck though. So, but it's a big ass, bulky ass system that I seen.
What's this? I mean, all them systems big.
I mean, they said it's gonna be just as big and as bulky as the original Nintendo. Like, who wants to?
But the PS3 is bigger than the Nintendo.
Aren't they getting smaller though?
They getting smaller.
No, they're not. Look,
My PS4 is
There's-
way smaller than that.
no, no.
But there's different. See,
There's different types though. But
yeah,
No.
and I'm trying to keep. No, I don't keep up with that particular. I keep up with software.
It's
But
you only feel like that because it's just a block. But it's there. The newest system that's out now is bigger than
are y'all hungry?
the Nintendo.
Y'all hungry? Would y'all like a pizza or anything, or some kind of food,
Um,
or no?
pizza be cool.
I'm good. But it's-
Well, pass up free food.
Okay, so what kind you like? No, I'm gonna definitely have like something that don't have no meat on it probably. So I'm just saying you need to let me know what it is that you like. Just that. See, I didn't know. You know we're recording right now, and I didn't want to actually like, go through this, but like I want to stop and get something to eat right before we came over here, and I didn't. And I'm like, I stopped and got my son something to eat, and I'm just like, ugh, I'm hungry right now. And I'm with it all, but I want to eat too.
Okay.
Okay. So what kind of pizza? What kind of topping you like?
hamburger or pepperoni is cool.
Okay. Okay.
Pepperoni.
Nigga all of a
Pepperoni.
sudden got an accent.
Sometimes you gotta switch it up on them. You gotta switch it up on them. Like, hold on. What's one of my accents I be doing? What is this?
I believe some more,
What is this?
What are you doing? How can you go in?
Your favorite shit used to be,
like, bitch. Don't be talking about my no.
what's the shit you used to say? Oy vey.
Oi. Like Greek. I used to say oi vey.
What is that?
Like, it's like Greek folks, like, oh my gosh. Or like, idos mio, like that. Just, oh my goodness. Like, that's what it means. Oy vey. Like, good grief. Oh my goodness. Oh Lord. What the hell? What the fuck? You know, shit like that.
I know what idos mios means.
I still can't believe I wasted 2 years in Spanish and still didn't pass this shit.
You didn't pass it?
No, I got the Spanish too. Well, yeah, I did pass.
Did
Spanish.
you have Coach Cruz?
Yeah, I had cross cool.
So why
But
didn't you pass it?
I passed. It was French. I didn't pass. I did 2 years of French.
Oh, you should have got I forgot that lady name. I think it was Miss Bishop. White lady.
Nah, I didn't pass. I had.
Cause Coach Cruz was like he read the whole test to us. And it was like
I
he was
was
at
in
the
there
answer. He
with
was
you
like,
with
is
Coach
it A,
Cruz.
B, C, or D? And it's like
Like, I'm gonna go with the what he
alright.
enunciated. That,
I'm
that
like-
seems legit.
seems like it's B in this motherfucker. And I was like, damn, well, yeah, because I was like, everybody passed Coach Cruz. That nigga.
Yeah, nigga, I was sitting in there right beside your ass. It
That's
was me,
right.
you, and Jaleesa,
That's right.
Isaiah, little sister. I had to
That's
sit
right.
there. I had a senior sitting in there with y'all and shit. Y'all niggas in there having a good ass time.
Shit, I wasn't. I was in that old
That's
trying
when
not
I
to
beat
go
up,
to
that's
sleep.
when I beat up her brother. She was like, why you beat up my brother?
Don't remember.
You beat up
Oh,
Anson?
I seen it.
Nah.
I remember what it was. I remember what it was.
No, Zell wasn't. No, Zell was her brother, Isaiah. The running back. They played running. Yeah. That's why I couldn't play my senior year in high school because I beat the nigga up and I wouldn't apologize about the shit.
I don't think we thinking about the same Jaleesa because
No, I'm talking about you. I know what's Jaleesa you talking about.
Yeah.
That's you talking about Jaleesa Slaughter.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
Jaleesa Williams.
I didn't know who that was. Look, nigga. All right. So
Stop saying goddamn.
I got a story about what was it, Isaiah?
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. This is so funny, bro. All right. So, you know LaQuisha, right?
Yeah.
So, me and LaQuisha, you know, used to fuck around. And I knew she was fucking with Isaiah. And, you know, I'm a lame ass nigga, you know.
Getting how you could.
Yeah. So it's like I'm fucking with LaQuisha. I'm like, alright, you know what I'm saying? And it's one day that shit got that shit got scary.
What happened?
So and it was on some funny ass shit. So I've been talking to LaQuisha for a minute. I already know she's talking to Isaiah, and I already know that this nigga has some type of um, he knows that at the least me and LaQuisha know each other.
Yeah.
Everything else is just suspect.
Hearsay.
Yeah. Um, but so it's like one night, I was like, let me take you on a date. So we was going to this play at SMU with Sable.
It already sound like it's gonna go.
And so we get there and LaQuisha is like, Isaiah is on his way up here.
Well, what? How would he know?
That's what I said.
She had to say something. I remember being that nigga
I
father.
was like, how does he know? And then I didn't even wait for the answer. I was like, why did you tell him?
That's fucked up.
And I was like, fuck.
Yeah, that shit could
This
have
nigga finna beat my ass. I can't fight this
Nah, he
nigga.
can't fight.
I can't fight this
Would have been
nigga.
safe that night. Would have been safe that night.
I was like, this nigga is finna whoop my motherfucking ass. I ain't got no car. Nigga, I just gotta hope for the best.
Hey, that'd be bad if you get beat up and they had to jump on the bus and shit. I done seen that shit in my lifetime.
Nigga, I would have to call my mama.
I knew it was a female that got straight stomped all on the bus. That's horrible.
Yikes.
Terrible. That's one of my worst fears is like getting into a fight on the bus,
You
on
stuck.
the train.
You
Where the
stuck.
fuck you gonna go? They got the bar, the shit, the seats.
Nigga
You
just
can't roll under.
Get beat up and you
Can't
gotta
get
sit
up.
there.
Yeah. Damn.
Now you in the corner like this and shit.
That's why I either go 0 or I go 10, cause I do not have the time. I'm gonna be like, hey bro, just you got it. Whatever you trying to prove, whatever you trying to win, you won. Or it's like, hey, I'll kill you right now. Leave me alone. Like,
I just beat the
fortunately,
nigga up because I never liked him. I never liked that nigga. Like, I would have to interact with him because we was on the football team with each other.
Yeah.
But
I didn't like him either because of how and I know this shit finna sound like some, but it's not. I'm not even finna say that. I ain't really like him because he didn't treat LaQuisha good, bro. And that sounds funny. Yeah. That sounds funny as hell saying that shit.
Hey.
But he did not treat her good, bro. And I was not here for the shit. And I was like,
It
baby.
was a good
like,
see.
shit.
Let me show you how this shit can really be done.
But LaQuisha was cool, though.
That's
like,
cool,
LaQuisha
yeah.
was
me
giving
and
it
his
up.
family
I
got a
was
weird.
like,
Me and his
shit.
family got a weird history. My mama beat up his mama, and I beat up him and his brother. So
oh, so y'all got real beef.
yeah.
See, I ain't had that.
So now-
I was just like,
So now I'm just waiting for my kids to beat up one of his.
So y'all got
This
one
is
of them things
generational,
going
yeah.
on like generational
Yeah.
beef.
okay, cool.
The Hatfields
You
and
might have
McCoys.
saved me,
Then the fucked
like-
up part about it, what's funny about it, okay, so Isaiah and them are Williams and my mom is a Williams. So I don't know. We could be related,
Like,
don't
we
even.
ain't the same, nigga.
We ain't the same.
Oh my god.
I beat the brakes off that nigga. The reason why I beat him up, because that nigga stole my cleats.
You done what I beat the brakes off of?
I beat the brakes.
You already know what I beat the brakes off of. So that's why I'm just like,
We created premium store for that
like,
shit.
I'm cool with it. Like, yeah, nigga, shit. I'm still ain't trying to fight you. That's what guns for. But
Trigger touch.
that's why I'm a very nice person. I ain't looking for no trouble. I'm a very reasonable person, and I ain't gonna do no shit to have me in a position where I'm just looking like a bitch. But you try to make me look like a bitch, I mean, results may vary depending on locations.
Jesus.
Nigga, my kids wasn't there, I beat
Uh,
your ass, man.
All franchises do not participate.
Yeah.
I should, but that shit was funny because I was at SMU at the
Nah, you
motherfucking
don't wanna get
drummer
in trouble.
hall, scared as fuck,
You don't want to get in trouble at SMU, man.
man.
The
Nigga,
white folks gonna be on your ass.
so scared.
Oh God, two Negroes.
But that shit worked out. Nigga made it out. But we can wrap that shit up.
Nigga get the old nigga body be popping and shit.
Nigga, my shit, my knees pop every time I go past a certain point on cue. Like, if it don't, I'm gonna be like, oh shit, what's going on?
Something wrong. Old ass nigga.
But yeah, it's been the What You Thought podcast. And y'all gonna fuck with us, hopefully. And we out this motherfucker.
Y'all be easy.